Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers, and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers, and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished. Because we got each other.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night here on Beyond Wednesdays, where we talk about everything cool that's happening in the world of collectibles, basically, whether it's comics, toys, video games, sports cards, skateboard decks, old school t-shirts. We talk about the cool ones, and we let you know about them. But we're pretty heavy on comics, so tonight we are going to talk about New Comic Day. We are going to talk about the Superman 100, which I have my Spider-Man 100 with me right now to talk about that. And then we got a big market report. We got some cool pickups. But today we are graced by the one and only Vinny Kumar with some killer fucking video game collectibles. And his talk about his trip to Japan. And you know what's funny, Vinny, is I was up late last night getting ready for the show and doing some other shit. And whenever I'm up here, I try to find something that's on YouTube, right? And I that's live. And it's hard to find stuff late at night. It's like 2 a.m. and I see this fucking Australian comic book collectibles show that I swear to God, you guys, I watched one show and I feel like they're just like us. They're talking about the bullshit that's going on, like with live sellers scamming people. They're talking about getting books graded by CGC, and they're talking about going to Japan to get cool fucking toys and shit and sell them in Australia.
Crazy,
right? It was nuts, dude. It was
like
nuts.
A parallel universe.
I know. And I told him, I'm like, dude, if I'm ever watching, I would love to jump on with you guys and shoot the shit, you know? So
that's cool.
I think they're called
that actually would be really cool.
Right? I think they're called.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a show with some Aussies, man. I've been there a couple times. They're pretty honest folks, and run across them, and you know, never burn you in a drug deal in Europe or anything. I mean, you know, they come from an Aussie, you can generally market safe.
Yeah, they're called the Unfluencers. Here we go, the Unfluencers. And they're 2 guys from
okay.
Yeah. So and
they're not called influencing defects.
Yeah. So go check them out. I'll drop the link.
Oh, that's cool. They talked about that Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that auction.
Yeah, dude. They do some. They have some cool shit, man. Yeah, this is in the market report, man. Yeah. Tonight. Yeah. So, lots of fun stuff to talk about. You guys know how we do it. So shout out to everybody that's hanging out in the live chat. I see a lot of the homies, and we appreciate you. Shout out to AOA. Hopefully he didn't get too destroyed by the hurricane. I know he was right on target of that shit, which is crazy. Shout out to Razor Comics. See Razor Comics chilling in the chat. Make sure you guys go sub up to Razor Comics. Doc Joe, what up, brother? Good to see you. Alex, what's up? Darth Lopez.
Did you see Beyond Wednesdays is in their thumbnail?
Yeah, because I was talking to him last night, and I don't think
Okay.
that.
I mean, I can see it's a comment. It's not an advertisement.
Yeah, yeah. See it. So I said, so I report on the secondary market.
Aussie comic.
Yeah.
Aussie comic people. Maybe somehow finagle myself into one of those new 98s.
Bro, that's what I talked to him about. I go, you guys got to tell me if they're rare over there, like, because those are grails for collectors over here.
Oh yeah, because I'll sell them for them. Let's go with that. Give me your shit, dude.
Yeah.
They're so expensive. I don't even need a big cut.
Yeah. So, by the way, thanks for everybody that joined for the session. I hope you guys partook. I apologize. It was an excellent session for me. So I brought some pizza and some squirt fucking soda. So I'm gonna be getting down. Yeah. I think Razor, dude, you're gonna have to check out Razor Comics, Sean. I think he's a big Raiders fan too. He's a new content creator I've been following. Anyways, yeah, shout out to Ryan. All right, let's get into some of this stuff. So, anyways, me being stoned, I went way off fucking topic. My whole point was to talk about how they were talking about Japan, going over to Japan and, you know, buying stuff and then how tough it is to send to CGC and shit. But the whole time I'm thinking, yeah, you just got back from Japan. And I even told them, I was like, yeah, my buddy just got back. He found a badass Lobo #1. And they instantly knew what it was. They're like, Dell 12 Center. Yeah, that's a great book, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
cool.
what are the chances you're going to find that out? You just out fucking wandering Japan,
Yeah,
dude.
that was Singapore.
Oh, Singapore, yeah.
But when I saw it, I was like, all right, I'm done here. I was happy.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, dude. That shit's crazy. But you talked about it last week, and you also kind of hinted on these great stories about you know, grabbing these consoles. I can't remember if we talked about that after the show or if we talked about it during the show. But
I think we were talking about it after. I think we were talking about it after. Yeah.
Yeah. So explain, give a quick rundown of what you were talking about, because this is crazy, you guys.
Well, so I was, you know, whenever I go to Japan, which has now been my third or fourth time ever, but I went for the first time in a long time last year, and then I went again this year. But every time I go now, I try to hit all the retro video game spots, and there's really not that much stuff there. And I think maybe they've either been cleaned out, or, you know, you have to go to like the outskirts or like rural, like shops that are in rural areas, or, you know, less frequented shops to really find stuff these days. But I did find like some really cool stuff. Just like some things I had never seen before and I just never even heard about. Like I found like these random, like I was kind of looking for just artifacts, I guess you could say, for like Nintendo. Like I found this, I don't even know what this is, Super Mario Brothers Special. Never seen it before, but it's got kind of like the old school illustrations of Mario and stuff. And then I saw this other thing, Punch Ball.
Oh,
Mario
that's dope.
Brothers. And I was like, I don't know what these things are, but I was like, I'm gonna get them because they look cool as hell. So I got those, and I'm you know, in one of the stores I'm looking, and I found this old console that was like this big, or maybe like a little bit bigger. But it said Nintendo on it. I'm like, what the heck is that? I've never heard of it before. So that's what kind of led me down this path, because I was like, wait, there were consoles? And I really didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know that Nintendo put out consoles prior to the Famicom and the NES. So that's kind of like what this little
rundown
that's what I was digging and going down this rabbit hole. So I found like a bunch of different ones over the last few weeks since I've gotten back. So I just wanted to talk about those.
So what is this first one that you sent me? Explain this.
Can we show it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is okay. So basically, all right, I'll give like a little bit of history, right? So in the late 1970s, Nintendo, and I think we've talked about this before, but like Nintendo, before doing video games, they were doing first playing cards, which is crazy. And by the way, I tried to ask about playing cards in Japan, and like it's so hard to find anything.
Like poker playing cards or a different type of game?
Yeah, just regular playing cards. So I was trying to find some like super retro Nintendo playing cards from like the 1930s or something. I was like, let me find some cool stuff, but it's really hard to find that stuff. So prior to, I guess, doing video games, they were making playing cards and they were doing toys. And then they started moving into video games in the 70s. So based on the success of like Space Invaders by Atari, or it's Space Invaders and Pong in 1972, they said, okay, let's make some systems, right? So they started creating these things called color TV games. And it was produced jointly between Nintendo Research and Development and Mitsubishi. So basically they acquired early on, they acquired a license from Magnavox to make Pong. And I didn't know that. I didn't realize, but one of the first, I think, console in the US, or one of the first, was called the Magnavox Odyssey. And there was a Pong-like game on there. And I didn't realize that was the first iteration of Pong. And then Atari took that and made the Pong in the arcades. So it was like this whole lawsuit and everything that followed. So Nintendo, everybody started cloning Pong because Pong was so popular. Everybody was making a console based around it. So Nintendo did their own. And that's what this TV Game 6, or the CTG 6V was. This was released June 1st, 1977. And it contained 6 different variations of Pong. But Nintendo was smart, and they actually did a license with Magnavox to have the rights to do a Pong-like game.
So is this basically the very first console that they created?
This would technically, if you consider this a console, then this would be the first one they created.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
but it's like just a one game system.
Yeah.
I personally would be like, okay. I mean, I kind of do.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like, it's their first foray into video games. So history-wise, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. So did you end up getting one of these?
I got one of these, yes.
Wow, bro. Is it gradable?
It's gradable, yeah.
Are you gonna grade it?
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
So,
Yeah.
and then I just have the front box. The next picture, I just have the front box of that.
Oh wow, dude.
That's what it looked like.
There's the game right there. You can see.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely consider this a console, right? Am I wrong about this? Yeah.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude.
You guys are the game experts, but as the outsider that knows enough, I'll be like, yeah, that is freaking console.
Yeah. So then this was like the next iteration of it, and they released this actually just a few days later. They released it on June 8th, 1977. So just 7 days later. And this was just an enhanced version of the one that you just saw. And then this, as you can tell, this one has like the 2 like little game controllers to play, and so it's like it's like a sort of an updated version of it. I don't know why I don't even understand why they would drop another one like a week later.
I want to see that original one now. I got to look at the original one now. So the original one, you had to like sit next to each other.
You had to sit there, yeah. And
yeah.
Like, that one you could at least pull the controls out a little bit.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's cool shit, bro. I love that stuff.
So those were the first 2. Then they released on June 8th, basically a year after that last one, the CTG CR112, which was a racing game. The game they came with was like a top-down racer similar to Speed Race. And I would say this, I don't know if there were any other like driving games like this at the time. I have to research that a little bit more, but this was kind of like their first foray into that, which I thought was really cool.
I can't remember the first Nintendo driving console because I don't remember one. Yeah, I don't ever remember one for Nintendo, for a regular Nintendo. I probably was.
I'm probably thinking of something else, but
it probably was, but I just never saw it.
They just painted this thing.
Yeah.
Nintendo Gray.
Yeah. Oh, and it came
Yeah.
with the little Pong controllers too.
Yep.
And it says Nintendo on it. The
Yep.
other ones,
Next Level Collector is saying the Magnavox Odyssey came out in 1972. Yeah, so that I actually bought one of those because I was looking for the first video game console a while back. It's like this massive thing with all these like transparent overlays and all this random shit that came inside there. I was like, and then the games are like, they look like little like chips that you'd put on like a motherboard or something.
Wow. Do you still have it?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I mean this is when I was going down my history.
Your rabbit hole. Yeah.
So then this is actually the one that I saw in the store, but the condition was not good. But this is the model CTG BK6, and I was like, this is what made me kind of go down the rabbit hole because I was like, what is this? I've never seen this before. I saw the words Nintendo on it. I was like, I need to know what this is. So this is BK stands for, and excuse the pronunciation, Block Kazushi, and this was released April 23rd, 1979, and this was essentially 6 different variations of the game Breakout, if you guys remember that game.
Yeah.
Which is also similar to Arkanoid, or now later on Alleyway. Very similar thing where you'd have like a little platform going across the bottom of the screen. You'd hit the ball, and then you'd break the box above it.
Yeah.
So this was also one of the first color TV systems, along with some of those other ones. And pretty much that button that you see on the left, that was a button to launch the ball, and then you would just use that little
to move the paddle
back and forth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You could choose your levels.
Yep. And that's what
cool.
all those, if you look on the kind of above the Nintendo, that's what all the different levels, you can see all those over there.
I think this is cool because, again, it says Nintendo on it. It's funny how there's Japanese and then it says Nintendo in English.
Yeah.
All right. Isn't that kind of weird? Anyways.
You would think it would say Nintendo on there. And then this is the last sort of, in 1980, they released this called the Computer TV Game. And this contained a sort of knockoff or maybe licensed version of Othello.
That's starting to look like Nintendo.
Yeah, it's also like, more computery. But this is the iteration. So this was 1980, and then the next picture, of course, is the Famicom from 1983, where we then got the NES in the United States.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So I just thought it was really cool just because I didn't know that all these things came before the NES and Famicom, but now I'm just like, oh, I want to find like the best versions of these that I can, or unused if possible.
So my mom is one of those people that likes to buy Christmas gifts off like Temu and stuff like that. But before Temu, it was some other place she would get them, and she would get all these badass like Japanese little toys. And this was before the Nintendo Classic came out. She goes, I got you something. It's supposed to be Nintendo. And I'm like, okay. And it was a mini Famicom, like the Nintendo Classic.
Yeah.
It was crazy, dude. So I still have it. It looks like
that's
this.
Awesome, dude. That was tempting. I saw those in Japan. But those are super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking dope. All right, we got to see some of the shit that you picked up now, because I know you said you got some goodies, right?
Yeah, so I'll show you just a couple of things. I have them. I didn't get a chance to show them because I was on the road last time. But so there were these vending machines that had these little balls like this, right? And there were 2 sets of them. One was like retro, like NES, Famicom, and then the other one was GameCube, N64. I just got a couple of them out right now, but like if you open them up, like it's just like a keychain, but like with pieces of controllers, and I guess depending on your luck, you would get different versions of the controller.
Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You know what I mean?
Why?
But it was pretty popular. This was at the Nintendo store in Tokyo, and people were waiting in line mostly for the GameCube and N64 ones, but being, growing up in the 80s, I was like, I need these. These are the ones that I connect with the most. I did get some of the other ones just cuz, but so I got those. I thought this was freaking cool. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about the Famicom Disk System a million times, but this thing caught my eye. It's like a freaking T-shirt, but it's like in the original Famicom box, which I thought was awesome. It's just like a big. I just wanted to put it on my shelf.
That's badass Metroid. That is dope.
Yeah, and they even have like the sticker.
Oh wow! Yeah,
this cool sticker on there.
Do you have your Metroid? Do you have a Metroid?
I do. Yeah. Yep. That's one of the first things.
You should display those next to each other, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. And then I was talking about this store that I went into on my last day of the trip, literally my last 2 hours of the trip, inside the mall as I was creating a custom T-shirt, Pokemon T-shirt at the Pokemon store for my son and daughter, and I was just killing time because it was like this whole thing, like you had to wait in line to get the shirt, and I just took a number and I went to lunch, honestly, and I came back and I was just hoping that they'd let me into the line, which they did. I came back, you create the shirt, and then you have to wait 60 minutes to get the shirt, and I was cutting it close because I had to go to the airport. So as I'm waiting that 60 minutes, I go downstairs, and then it was the best finds of the whole trip for me. So there was like a random retro video game store that it like had a mix of toys and just random stuff. But like I found all the Pokemon.
That's so
early ones. This is Pokemon Green. This released the same day as Pokemon Red in 1996 in Japan. But like they're so clean. Like all these copies are like ultra clean. And he said that they never opened them. I'm not sure. I mean, looking at it, I don't see any creases on these, but most of the time in Japan they would open them. But if they're not opened, I wouldn't be surprised if they're unused. But all these look, I can't see crease lines on any of these. But anyways, this one is cool because this is Pokemon Blue, but the retail version has a barcode on it. This is the Koro mail away edition. So this was actually a different version of it, like variant of it. And I was like, man, they just have that there. So I grabbed this. Then, of course, they had like a really nice copy of Pokemon Red,
wow.
which this and Green I would consider to be like the first, iterations of Pokemon. So if anybody's looking, that's what these look like. And there is a DS version of this, so be careful if you are looking for it. Don't buy the DS version.
The mail away one. How did they get it? Do you know?
How did who get it? The store?
No, like you said, it's a mail away. That the second one you showed.
I think you had to. There was like a form you had to fill out in Koro Comics or magazine, and then you had to send that off, and this was sent back to you.
Wow, that's badass, dude. That's the type of shit I love the most.
Found that this was like not Pokemon Punch Out Gold, and this was the version I believe you had to win in a tournament of Mario Golf to win this,
dude.
So this has a gold cartridge also, and so I was like, how does this place have all this stuff? This is crazy. It's better than any other. I went to like 6 video game stores in Tokyo, didn't find anything, and then finally I found this Super Mario Brothers. I was like, hey, can I see the back of that? No barcode. Meaning first print, and it's clean too. It's it's obviously opened and used, but it's a clean copy.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That's awesome.
So that was all in terms of games, and then I just have to show this just because my my son, he's 6, so we were getting off the plane on one of our last trips, and I'm sure you guys know about this since you guys are trading card collectors, but Delta. Now I was been grabbing all these like cards for my son on the
What
Delta.
the hell? They
So
have cards?
when you leave a Delta flight, you can ask the pilot if they have any trading cards, and they have all different ones. Some of them more rare than others. They'll give them to you. Like
Dude, that is
Yeah.
that's super cool, bro.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know what all airlines they were, and I looked because this was a while ago, and I was on I was on like fucking Spirit or something, and then so the guy behind me, I heard him asking the flight attendant, and the flight attendant was like, "What?" And some cards, and I didn't hear, like, I don't think I heard when he initially asked, so he gone up and he comes to the I was like, "Oh, dude, are you asking for trading cards?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Nah, man, I actually looked into this crappy airline, and there's no way that they have those." So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a Delta thing, and I didn't know it was a thing. Apparently, it got really popular on TikTok, so people have been asking for them, but they've been doing it for like a decade. So there's like super rare ones from back in the day and stuff like that. But some of the pilots, like my son, they'll let him go into the cockpit and everything, and like just let him,
That's awesome, dude.
yeah, it's cool. But like they'll like dig in and find him like some super rare ones. They're like, oh, this is the Olympic edition from such and such, and they'll give them to him. So he's got like this whole little binder where he started collecting these things.
Bro, that is super cool, man. I'm stoked for your son for that, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So
those are gonna be big memories for him, dude, that you're creating right there. That's super cool.
Yeah. So now it's like every time he gets off a flight, he's asking for those. But he's like, he's like, oh, we were going into the last flight we were going to. We weren't even through security. It was like, hey, pilots, like as they were walking by us, and they stopped and they were like, oh man, do you want a trading card? And yeah, he loved it. He loved it.
That's cool, bro. That's cool. Yeah, dude. That's the type of shit that big memories. Some of my biggest memories as a kid were my dad doing shit like that for me. It was great, man. Yeah, dude, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of your trip. That sounded like a lot of fun. You had a very fruitful, digging session, dude.
Oh yeah. I was really just trying to fit it in between meetings. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
It was cool though. It was cool. I had time, so I was like, let me try to do it in between and see what I can find. So
that's fucking dope. Did you guys there was actually, I want to shout out real quick. I want to shout out how I saw that you guys all put out your dates for the G.I. Joe variant, right, Leg?
Yeah. So they're for sale. You want to go to my website, you buy them from Clutcher Drew also, but bigleg.com. If you hit so if you just go to my website and then at the top it'll say G.I. Joe variant, and then it'll give you a link to something that looks like that, and you can buy whatever you like. So 2 G's on both. Yeah. And then BIGGLEGG, there you go. You see to the right of the logo. Yeah, I don't want it so small. So there you go. So that's ready to go. Anybody wants one, go ahead and grab them. But you can also, in that drop down, you can get singles also. So that's 40. There's only 500 of them. So there's 500 sets. So it's 500 of each cover. And you're good to go on that, or 25 just for if you want the virgin, or if you want the trade, whatever you like, man. Good to go. They went on sale last week. They ship November, I believe, 16th, November 13th. It says there at the bottom right. So yeah, those will go out, man. Kind of excited. Nice to see. I had a lot of friends go ahead and buy some, and some show watchers definitely buy them. Some people whose names I never heard before, or maybe I only know their screen name by them. And so, yeah, man, that was, really appreciate everybody in there to be able to grab some of the stuff very cool finally to get my logo on something that's not I don't know. I think it had like an impressible a long
That's
time
actually
ago on
part of your business.
Yeah, this that and shit, dude. It's me. You know what I mean? It might be my company name, but that's dude. It's just I'm big leg. I even thought about that because when I first did eBay, I used Legacy Comics with 2 Gs. I actually think my eBay store still is like / Legacy because it's like impossible to change that.
Yeah.
There's some way to deactivate your account and then come back on. I'm like, man, I don't want to fuck with any of that, dude. I'm like, just like hit the link in the bio. And so to do that like days ago, so I mean, I started and I think about it, and I'm like, man, I really am just generally, I'm just a one-man team. I'm not really, I don't have too much help. So everything I do, I kind of do myself. So to me, it's nice to have it on there. And I didn't really rebrand the company as like a just traditional comic book company, man, because it's just me in there. I have some helpers occasionally, but not very often, man. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for the love, everybody. If you want one, go ahead, check it out. If you want them, go ahead and buy them. Wanted Comics and Big Clutch are selling them too. But we just split them all. So whoever you get them from is whoever sends them to you. So that's how it is. They'll come really nice. There's not COAs, but there really is only 500. Actually, it's more of a 4-way split because Benitez is taking a bunch of info. He wants to do them. He wants to sell them. So actually, it's pretty close to 4-way. So that's it. Yeah.
Clutch has got his Dreadnought Ash can, which is badass. This is his NYCC eBay exclusive, and limited to 600. So be on the lookout for his eBay live sales. I don't know if he's going to be selling there, but I imagine he'll have some available there. But
yeah, I know. A lot of these are you can buy live and then pick up there. Is what I think is happening there. So, or get from his site and pick up there. I'm not quite sure. So, like, if he doesn't offer shipping, that's what's happening.
Oh, they're now on sale. Yeah, so you can get them now. Yeah, both of them.
He got there Monday, I think. He's been there. He's been there rocking and rolling, man. She was already there too. Yeah. Let me see. He didn't. We're gonna sending some in. So if you do sales with Drew, he did announce today. So I figured I'd show some of these off for him. Is good old the Wonder Poo, the Nature Poo, the Wonder Boy Nature Poo, or Ric Flair. These are some. So he'll be on there when you see him go eBay live with Morant Michaels. These are gonna be for sale, assuming he wants to grade like 3 copies or something like that ahead of time. And yeah, so very cool stuff. Wanted Comics, eBay Live, Ric Flair, Do You Poo, the Nature Poo, Poo Flair. There you go.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, that Otani really sold like hotcakes, man. That he did. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. No.
Here.
He got one.
Yeah.
Look at these things.
He's got a bunch. So
They were like
so
limited to 50 or something like that.
well, there's different. Like this is 30 for 30.
Putani doesn't even sound right.
Right? Right?
So here's a leather cover.
Whoa.
And this is out of 15. So yeah, it's hard to see. You know what? I'm not gonna hurt this. My hands are clean. And even so, it's up to me to clean it off. So let me show you this. So he did sales for these. These are nobody's yet. So if you got some of these signed already, they are pressed and on the way to CGC. Just FYI. These obviously are not signed or anything, so you just want them. So it's hard to see, but it's not real. It's like a faux leather, kind of like a basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope.
I don't know.
That's super
CGC
cool.
annotates it as leather cover. I don't think it's leather. It's paper.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah, but it's cool. It looks really cool. They've been doing this with Murat. I want to say the last like 6 months or something like that. I think they want to start at WonderCon, which is maybe in April. So I think that's the only time he's done those. So
This
or
is,
not the only time, but like he's doing them 6 months is what I'm trying to say.
This is the picture he put up today. So yeah.
I'll show you. We've got Murad after Sienkiewicz. He's doing a Doom also.
Wow.
So this is
kind
of cool.
This is the
Yeah, he does
Arita
that.
he's doing. Here's the Doom he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the Pooh Doom, and then we've got
There's the
the
Arita.
Spidey as well. Yep.
Yeah.
All the good
shit.
stuff come from Wanted Comics. Obviously, he shared this one with Spectral, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that Arito is pretty popular these days, right? So there you go.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Pokemon guy. Yeah.
Dude.
Didn't you get 2
Julian
sketches from Arita?
Julian had a TikTok, man. I went to making a TikTok the other day on video, and I just realized they made it really a lot harder to make them. I was like spazzing out.
Wow.
I need TikTok lessons.
I think that his kids do that for him, dude.
Dude, I don't know. It was his like a niece or something. He's just got he never said his son, but like his niece. She shows him. She probably does it for him. Yeah, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do it. They changed all their stuff, and I had made one in like 8 months.
This is pretty cool. Check this out. So this is from Cover Price. It's a write-up that they did on one of Drew's variants for the Shaker Report. So yeah, that Turtles. Let's just go to Cover Price here. Let me go find it on Cover Price.
Shit, I just sent one off.
Because
this Furry Turtles cover, man, it's amazing. And like, how are you gonna do? There's so many different ways people have tried to redo Ninja Turtles 1, and it always, generally always looks cool if the art's good enough. But how are you gonna really do something unique for Ninja Turtles 1? And I think so. I want to say it's the one. Yeah, it's probably that one.
11th or the 4th. It's one of them. This might be new. I love Cover Price, and it's my favorite Dave Stevens cover right there.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
That and the Marilyn Monroe one. There's Shinobi. There it is right there. Okay, so this is cool. So this was Drew's San Diego Comic-Con variant. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, man, I want to see the Turtles in their like ninja form. But this really grew on me as the con went on. And then he goes, dude, we have a gilded gold foil one. I go, what? He's like, yeah, it's like limited to like, how many 50. Was it? 50?
There's 50. Yep.
So you can see
a
that's
lot of souls. I don't think Drew he didn't really, I know they weren't overprinted at all. He held, he had me make, clean grade it. They're really nice, heavy cardstock. And and just getting Curry is not easy.
Yeah.
So this is such a fresh take to me. It's just so difficult to find, So the gold leaf gilded, basically that biohazard symbol or whatever it is, right there, that's what's gold. So that's the main difference. And that's and it literally kind of flakes a little bit.
It said, and this is their write-up on it. It's kind of cool. Shout out to Keith. I love that he's doing write-ups for Cover Price. There's been a lot of anticipation for the reboot of the main Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series from IDW after last series ran for a record 150 issues. Jason Aaron signed on as writer and had talented artists lined up for the first 5 issues. He's been the go-to writer for reinventing legacy character with runs of Thor, God of Thunder, and Star Wars, as well as creator-owned Scalped and Southern Bastards. At release earlier this year, there were a ton of variants for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 that it was hard to keep track of them, and it's going to be interesting to see if any can hold value. But for now, this one by Andrew Curry has been rising to the top as it features an original and interesting cover of Splinter sitting on top of the mutagen containers containing the baby turtles. Limited to the normal cover, limited to 1,000, and the gold leaf limited to 50. And it sold this week for $680, you guys.
Damn, that's wild. And raw too. Raw also.
Yeah, $680. Yeah. Crazy, dude. But every once in a while, man, you get a beyond a banger, and when books start selling for that, and there's only 50 of them, that's super cool too, right? You know, I think that's probably the coolest part.
And the other one, I think the other one's only. I don't want to say it wrong. I want to say 500.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Something like that. But even if it was 1,000,
yeah,
man, that's good.
I love that shit. That it's cool, especially when it's like organic like that, because I don't think Drew is like hitting up Keith and asking Keith to write him stuff. You know what I mean?
No, I actually am in a text room with him, and I took it. And as I was literally finished cleaning and pressing one of those, and was entering stuff in eBay when that art, like a week ago or whenever that came out, or 5 days ago, the last week, I think. I literally sent a screenshot in the chat with Keith and a picture of the book in my hand, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, that's funny timing. And I was like, sadly, not mine. I wish it was mine. If it wasn't mine, I would have been sending it off to the same place.
Yeah.
So.
Did you guys see the Star Wars Celebration? I think they're the badges for this year for Star Wars Celebration Japan. Have you guys seen them?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Whoa.
Oh,
bro,
cool.
These are amazing, dude. Just wait.
Oh, yeah, it's in Japan. Oh, wow. Those are the badge to get in the door.
Yeah, these need to be prints too. They have to be prints, right?
Dude, those should be prints, man.
Those
this
are cool.
Unreal.
All right, Vinny, time to go back to Japan.
Look at that.
Those are sick. Yeah, there was some Transformers convention going on too when I was in town. I was like, oh man, too much to do.
I know.
Much. You know what I mean? Somebody hit me about that, like on IG, and I was like, man, can't do it all.
Yeah, these are gonna be hits.
Wow, those are good, man.
Especially that Darth Vader. Whew. Marvel or somebody needs to do these as variant covers. Listen, if you're gonna do it, throw me a couple for free, because this is a great idea right here, man.
I think Epic Nation should do a foil.
Don't send me any Epic. Don't send me any. I don't want that. Yeah. Oh my God, Jesus, that's all we need. People are already calling me a pump and dumper on that Zaf book, even though we found out what was going on. Yeah. Dude, Vinny, you were talking about that Daredevil book, and
yeah.
I follow this Foreign Comic Keys account on IG. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
Dude, he's been posting some killer books lately, and these are amazing. I love the Arabic and Israeli books for some reason.
Yeah.
The writing looks so beautiful. And
yeah.
Superman it's Superman 2, but it has Action Comics #1 on it. How can you imagine how hard? When did this come out too?
It should say on the CGC thing if you can.
No date.
Oh, it's no date. No.
Egypt too. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look at some of the other ones, like they got a lot of those, like that AF-15.
Look at this one.
The Lebanese AF-15. If you keep
Does he have it up there?
Yeah, it's that third one. It's the third. It's up top.
Oh yeah, this is so gorgeous, bro.
Yeah, Lebanese AF-15.
Oh, so beautiful.
What's funny, dude, is I have a lot of these, books somewhere.
Really?
Because I've been doing foreign books for, probably since 2016.
I know.
Something.
Yeah. I just didn't know you had any of these ones. These are dope.
Yeah, and people were selling them for pretty reasonable prices back then, within the hundreds of dollars, like $200, $300, those types of prices back then. So I have to look through my boxes and see, because there's even there was a Hebrew version of Hulk #1. that's
Yep.
pretty sought after,
Yep.
and just things like that. I don't have that Batman though. That looks sick.
Yeah. Egypt.
Egypt.
1983. But dude, this is 1979.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that 1979 being out, like getting through that time period? That's the type of stuff that makes me like, I really love the ones that when if it lived through some like historical time period where they did not want American stuff over there, you know?
I mean, not only that, but just the way that these books were consumed and treated. Like I can tell you in India, like nobody gave a shit about like
Yeah.
condition, or most of the times they were just rags thrown around, thrown away. Like nobody really cared, you know? So just being able to have these things now is crazy, you know, in
Yeah.
any condition.
Yep. Yeah, this is a great follow if you guys. This one really blew me away. Superman #3, and it had Spider-Man on it.
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Mm-hmm. So he has all these for sale. I don't know if he sold them all. He does some. He has a lot of killer books.
I think he's the one who had the setup right at Bedrock City.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, that Bedrock was a good sale, man.
Yeah.
I love that. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Man, I don't know if I remember if I told you guys about this, but I had a trip where we went to Spotify in Sweden. And on the way out of there, I think we had like probably 2-3 hours. So I hit this one street where I was like, let me see if I can find a comic store here. And I went somewhere kind of near the office, probably like a 5 or 10 minute cab ride. And there were 2 stores, and one of them just had, you know, it's like you walk in and it's all foreign key issues, but they're just like all priced at like $3 or something like that.
You're just like picking, like, okay, I'll take this.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of collectors obviously that are looking now, but this was years ago, but I was just like, man, I mean, you know, obviously if you see a ASM 129 or a Hulk 181 or a Bone #1, even if it's in a foreign language, you're gonna be like, oh man, I should probably grab this, you know? So it was like that. It was I was definitely a kid in a candy store.
Oh man.
God,
Super cool.
7.5's got to be so high for that book.
Oh my God.
86 is what this guy is saying.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at this one.
Brazilian ones were the oldest. Like the Brazilian ones were like almost right around the time of the US books, like Golden Age and everything. They were like right in that same time frame, like a year or 2 off.
Same with these ones too, right? The French Canadian.
Yeah, the French Canadian ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the French Canadian ones and the Newtons are my favorite, and the ones with Arabic or Israeli writing on them. Those are my favorite foreign books. Yeah, they're all cool to me, man.
That green Fantastic Four, that's a South African edition.
Those are the craziest ones to me, so especially the ones with Luke Cage on them.
Yes.
Talk about historical, dude. Holy shit. Yeah. Shout out to our boy International Comics Josh, who, oh, look at that. That is probably the craziest foreign.
Yeah, that one is. Yeah.
Don't do that to my Superman.
You just did eat Superman.
Come on, man.
Oh God. Oh man, no baby oil.
Oh man.
I hear that the baby oil had like ecstasy in it, and so that's why there was so much
I don't
baby
know,
oil.
bro. The story keeps getting crazier and crazier. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh man, it just it always cracks me up. Yeah, that was super cool. There was a couple other things that I wanted to show you guys that I saw. Oh, did you guys see this? I don't know if you remember this, but I think Trish talked about it. It was either here or on the Hot 10 that she had been trying to do plushies, stray dog plushies for a while, and She just couldn't get it. And look at this. Guess who fucking jumped in and helped them make these fucking Stray Dog plushies? It's a Dynamite Kickstarter for Stray Dog plushies.
Wow.
Yeah, this is crazy, dude. Dynamite announced a bunch of new stuff over the weekend for NYCC. They're going to have panels on it, but they're going to do these Stray Dog plushies, so you can go to Kickstarter for that. They're doing a Zootopia book, which is crazy. Disney property, right? Another Disney property. And they're doing something else. Silverhawks. Check that out. That is badass.
Nice.
Right? Look at that.
Jilly.
Wow.
Yep. Jay Lee, Ed Brisson. I think there was like a Perillo maybe I saw. Yeah, so they're doing a Silverhawk series. Look at that. Sorry, you guys. My internet's getting all messed up, so I'm jumping in and out. All right, we should be back though. I don't know. That was weird. My internet just died. It's crazy weird. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Perillo, Jay Lee. There's gonna be a bunch of them. That one's woof. Oh. Oh. So, yeah. And that was rough, bro. That shit was rough. And then they had a couple other announcements, but I think this and the Silverhawks one was the coolest. So shout out to Dynamite. Nikki Berucci still continuing to find those super cool IPs to do books on that nobody else is really doing books on anymore. When was the last Silverhawks book? Have they done one since the original?
Oof. I don't know, man. I feel like
All right.
somebody's picked it up, but I don't remember it completely.
Yeah.
I guess it would have been.
I do want to talk about one thing that is really, it's a bummer. And I wanted to start off the show with it, but I didn't. So I apologize. But we have a longtime community member, like all the way back to the Flipside days. He was a big fan of the Bogcast. He was a big fan of all of us. And he did some really cool stuff for us. Sent some really cool items to me. I know,
Me too.
you know, like
Cards.
card packs. Like he would,
Personalized pack of cards with all, like all Raiders, Garbage Pail Kids, and wrestling and all the shit I like.
yeah, you could tell, like the best acts of kindness from people that I've gotten, and I've gotten so many from viewers and friends, are the ones where you know that they're sending you shit that you talk about, like on the shows. They're like deep cuts, you know? Like things that you love and they send to you or they give to you. And Major Issues was one of those dudes. He was just a super, super cool friend, community member. I never got to meet him in person, but he was always around and always sending messages, always on shows. He was a fan of every show. It's a bummer to find out that he did pass away on October 4th due to complications with bacterial endocarditis and brainstem stroke. Yeah, so
Yeah, I remember that, him asking for an address. This is years ago too. I can't tell you when. And to be honest with you, if like if this was, it's still my old office, it would have been within reach. I actually had the little stack on his desk. But when I moved to a new office, I didn't really put all the same stuff back on the desk, if you know what I mean. So shirts in a box. But it was a cool stack. It was something like he had his own wax that he wrapped around and folded on it. And it said something, actually said like, and actually sealed with like a big leg, sticker. Or just, just typed out big leg or whatever with the like seal it. Like guaranteed something like, and it was just like just old Raiders, Garbage Pail, wrestling, hologram shit. Just I forget exactly all was on there. Stuff that was cool.
That you liked, yeah.
Just like you said, and it's like, something thoughtful. is what it takes for him to do that. And I know he did it like for other people, but he must have just had like a list of us and listened to enough that he knew the stuff that we liked, pulled his cards out, and specifically made that for those of us making shows. So it was always good to see him in the chat. Yeah, and had his logo up there on the on the pack.
Yeah,
So,
this logo on the packs of Sigmund Freud holding a Star Wars 42.
42.
And he had really great collecting things that he'd do, and he would send you some of this stuff. Like, look at this. This is badass. This is a Rodney Mullen card from 1989. Right?
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah, not in English either. That's pretty sweet.
No, it says Ollie Air. Oh, no, you're right. It is not in English. Yeah, look at that. Chromie.
The best freestyler in the world.
That's awesome, dude.
I don't know what
Spain. Look at this. Yeah, so he had a great collection, and yeah, look at this Mark Gonzalez card from Sports Illustrated for Kids. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna look for my cards, and maybe we'll go through them next week, because he sent some really, really cool stuff, and it's a real bummer to find out that he passed away so young. And it just reminds you that you never know. Every day is not promised, that's for sure. So make sure you let everybody know you love him when you're around him. He was one of the guys that first told me about these old school promo sets that have all the rookie cards from Warner Brothers, like the Talking Heads. I think there's a Prince one. And they're like considered rookie cards, and they came in these promo packs from Warner Brothers, and they're so rare, so rare. So yeah, cool shit, man.
That's sick.
Yeah, good dude, really, really good dude. One of the good guys. Always a bummer when you hear that type of shit. Did you see this? I don't know if you saw this. Check this out. Freaking Javon Jordan is doing a comic book with Lil Eazy-E.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, dude. Look at this.
Marat?
I don't know.
Was at the bottom of whatever.
Okay. Yeah, so Marat was part of it too. Yeah, check this out. Bookmark. Oh,
I did not see the Do You Poo Easy.
Yeah, he's signing. He's doing a signing too. That's crazy, man. That's so cool. So I'm gonna have to. I know Javon Jordan's in New York. Here it is, right here. Look at that. It's the Eazy-E straight off the streets of Compton one.
Oh, if Javon's taller than him.
Oh yeah. Eazy-E was short, dude. His son's probably short. Yeah.
Easy wants the LA Coliseum.
Look at that. He does a pretty cool little remark.
Yeah, it is.
And how it's the way he puts it, and it really.
Did Javon do those?
Yeah.
The remark?
Yeah. Did a bunch of cards with Eazy-E's son. That's fucking cool as shit, man. Do you poo? Yeah, those are all Javon Jordan's. So yeah, he's in New York. Go stop by, say hi to him in New York Comic Con. We're gonna be doing a lot of talk about New York Comic Con over the next, however many weeks, probably two weeks at least, right? Probably we're gonna talk about it. But that being said, for New Comic Book Day, we are going to get into a bunch of the new books that are going to be released this week, including New York Comic Con books. So, it's going to be a long New Comic Book Day presentation, but I'm going to try to go through it quickly. And Leg, if you see anything, or Vinny, if you see anything, let me know, because I know Cover Price. If you guys don't know, Cover Price puts out some really, really killer.
So, real quick, this morning, So I see Rob Liefeld. He tweets, anyone have a comprehensive list of NYCC Comic-Con variants? Is there a site that lists them all? So in not very much longer than that, post 24 minutes after, I replied, yet $491 and counting at cover price takes care of it for every major con. Was invaluable for SDCC, and I'm sure it will be for NYCC, right? There was the issue. He got mad at him one time because
I know.
Spawn was number one book that week, but he said Deadpool sells more than Spawn, and they're like, dude, we're just taking statistics. So he got mad. So anyway, he posts. So he does that. There's no like. There's no reply on my tweet, anything like that. And then about an hour later, it says, caught up with all 500 NYCC variants at the show. Some good ones in there. Right after I sent him the list. No like, no nothing, no freaking no subtweet. And then hilariously, just nobody thinking anything except the next tweet he's got, it says cover Spawn 100 art by Spawn 200 art by Rob Liefeld, hashtag Spawn, that he retweeted from somebody's Spawn archive, right? So I'm laughing with these three in a row. So scroll down to like 7:30 this morning if it's on there. He tweeted like 15 times a day. Because I just tried to scroll back. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Right two above the Dodgers.
Right there?
Yeah, it's the Spawn. Yeah, the
Caught
two at
up
the
with
bottom.
all 500, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, right under that. That one's the one there. So there's mine. Some dude liked it. But then,
as far as I know,
mysteriously, he somehow found them. I don't know how he found them, but maybe he got a link. Well, that's just funny, dude.
Caught up with all 500 variants at the show.
Yeah, right after that, right. And then the next one is him drawing Spawn.
That's funny, man.
Anyway,
wow,
kind of funny,
really?
dude.
I didn't know. I forgot
Yes.
he did a 200 issue for Spawn. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. There's like 15 different big time artists.
Yeah.
Or at least 10, 12, something like that.
Always loved when McFarlane would ink Liefeld. So
man, it makes it look so much better.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So much better.
So we're going to go through most of these exclusives that are available at NYCC in the new Comic Book Day stuff. Shout out to Cover Price Price is killing it with their content. We're trying to get them on. I really want to get John and Matt on the industry show, but I want to get them on this channel more often. Period, because I love what they do.
On Matt.
Yeah. They're always so busy. How many more
times? I've got them on like 2 shows in like 9 years.
Yeah. All right, let's get through this. Department of Truth starts it off, dude. There are so many Department of Truth covers, variants, store variants. It's unreal. I mean, look at all these.
I like that. The assassination newspaper looking.
Yeah, this one right here.
DIY cutout, punky looking thing.
With the aliens, Men in Black. Yeah.
Yeah, that one sticks out.
Yeah. So, ton of them. Absolute ton of them.
That's got to be a Curry with the Lady of Justice up one more, but right there in the black and white.
Yeah.
Yep,
right
it
here.
is.
Yeah.
No Moss got him. All right, good job for no Moss.
There's a ton. I mean, look at all these. Keeps going. So we get to Destro. Destro has the Ferrari 1 in 25, which is Chameleon, which is cool. The Sanford Green Destro is pretty dope because it's got all the bad guys in Destro, which is, I like designs of covers like that. But this is the 1 in 50 Torrin Clark, and then Tyler Kirkin's doing a connecting set with Gotham City Comics, which is awesome. Shout out to Gotham City Comics. And it's one of the first ones that has like Mercer on it, just fucking massive, So And then what else do we have? Falling in Love to the Path to Hell has a Frank Miller variant. Did you guys see this? Let me go ahead and show it to you. It's pretty interesting. Oh man. Is that supposed to be him? I don't know. Who knows? Kind of looks like him. It shows Clutch's stuff, which is cool. It shows the Dreadnoks, which we've already seen, but I'll show it up close. There you go. What up, Yee?
Chilling. Just got home from work.
Oh, shitty.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah. What's going on?
So this is the one that's limited to what, 600? 650, and it's green foil, and it's fucking awesome. To me,
I need that for my set now.
I know, I need one now too. This to me is better than everything. This is up there with the Arashikage symbol and the Cobra symbol to me. It's probably above the Arashikage. It's up there with the Cobra symbol.
This one and this one?
Yes, sir. Yep. And then they're doing a ton of them. They're doing a let me do this here so you guys can see them closer. They're doing a Night Force one, which is cool. Gold foil. That's at the Hasbro panel. Cover Price is killing it with letting everybody know where these are. So that's at the Hasbro panel. Midtown is doing the Extensive Enterprises, which is the Crimson Twins suitcase.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. There is a bunch of black and whites from Jim Salgado for New York Comic Con. It's kind of cool. It's a spot color with the Arashikage symbol being red. I like that. There's a bunch of them. John Jang has one of Snake Eyes, and Comic Mint's doing one. Now, again, here's the thing. They all say NYCC. They're not saying, don't think of these as a con exclusive. These are just their NYCC variants. You can buy them probably at their website. You don't have to go to the con to buy them, which is kind of...
It's releasing at New York, right?
Yeah.
At that time. That's the way I kind of view it as.
Yeah, me too. Some
like, unless it's sold by Reed Pop, then I kind of consider that more of a, hey, this is a NYCC exclusive. Yeah.
So anything that you basically see pre-release are NYCC exclusives. We've got some more grommets later prints coming out. We have a 5th print for number 1 and a 2nd print for number 4. Love this series. It's probably the best series of the year for me. But we'll have to talk about that later, at least so far. Hyde Street has an Ivan Rice NYCC medal, limited to 100.
That could be a good grab.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of these on the they're asking normally like flipple prices. I don't mean this specifically, but everything I'm saying. Like if you're gonna ask for $100 on a medal to start, like what are you doing, man?
Yeah. Here's the 1 in 1,000 convention sketch. So wow. I don't know the story on these. I'll have to find out more about it, but it's pretty cool.
It says original art.
Yeah. So I guess they did, for anybody that bought 1,000 copies of Hyde Street, I guess you got these. I don't know. So Ivan Rice did that one. Let's see what it says here. No, it doesn't say. I'm sure they have a write-up on it somewhere. Ryan Kincaid's doing a Whatnot variant for I Hate Fairyland. And he's also doing what is this? Hyde Street. A lot of these are Whatnot and eBay variants, which is interesting. Ryan Brown has a Lucky Devils that's with the E. Local Man 25 comes out. Daniel Warren Johnson, Moon is Following Us, 2nd printing. You have a couple Ryan Kincaid and Hugh Din variants for that. Or no, the Moon Man is not. This is kind of cool. Look, this cover looks dope. I love the background, obviously, but anything with floating spacemen is cool to me.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that'll be NYCC
Well, that looks like
variant.
someone like make on the side of the street at the beach or in like Mazatlan or something.
Yeah. Brett Booth and Z Carlos for Rat City. All right, so this is crazy. Have you guys seen this? Check this out.
This
Not the
the
Spawn.
one that's
Yeah, those are
limited-
selling for about $450.
Bro.
I think he signed all
limited to
300 of them.
300. Yeah, limited to 300. That was at the Diamond Retailer Summit.
Yep. So he's done this before. There's one in the market report tonight. This is so cool, man. And I love how he's on the ferry and he's going across. That's so awesome to me. He's in hell, you know. He's going to check on what's her name?
I can't wait to see Clutch's unsigned copy.
I know, right? Shout out to Sean, aka Hell Destroyer Comics. I saw his post at the summit. I think Todd McFarlane was there talking to everybody. So Izzyverse says, "Hey guys, Todd gave everyone a copy of the book. It was good. That's awesome. That's super cool."
Yeah.
So limited to 300. We'll talk about the other ones that I saw in the market report tonight. So this Momoko is one that everybody's talking about. This is the Spawn NYCC from Spectral.
Those are listed about 350, 400, I think.
Wow. Limited to 1,000.
The ones signed by McFarlane are
Oh,
listed
okay.
at that price.
Okay, I thought you were saying these. I was like, holy shit.
Well, there's like what 500 of these are signed by McFarlane
Of
I
what?
don't know.
Of the Spawn? Of the Momoko?
of the Spawn. Yeah, the Spawn Momoko. I'm pretty sure it's been being advertised like that on Spectral.
And how much are
then
they?
It drops. It's $40 for the unsigned, $60 for the signed.
I'd pay $60 for a signed McFarlane any fucking day. Are you kidding me? That's a
Right.
great job. Where is it? Spectral?
Or Peach.
Yeah.
Spectral, and then they're selling them on Friday morning, starting on Friday morning, and it's limited 3 per person, and that's all I know. It's until they sell out.
Is it on their site?
I mean, I think
Check
they're
their
there.
Instagram. Check their Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's very interesting to me. So we'll keep an eye on that. If that's the case, good on Spectral. Igor is saying it's not a Spectral exclusive. He's sharing. Oh, so he's sharing it with someone. So that doesn't mean it's not a Spectral exclusive. That means that he's the one that probably set it up and he let somebody buy in on it. Yeah. So it's a Spectral exclusive. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Good on him for good
Their
on Spectral.
paperwork is, with Image. Their paperwork is with Spectral. What he does with them afterwards is his business.
Yeah. That's good on Spectral for setting that up and getting those books signed. And selling them for that price. That's super cool. He could have probably sold those for 100 easily. That's really cool. All right, so next we have, hold on. Where are we at? Spawn. Okay. Then we have Ivan Tao, Big Time Collectibles foil. That looks interesting. It's got him sitting in front of some graffiti and a boombox, which is, what's this Transformer's name? I forget. The
Shockwave?
No, this is the good guy boombox.
No.
I can't remember the good guy boombox. Yeah.
Decent try by me.
Blaster. Thank you, Justin. Blaster. That one's pretty cool. There's a ton of
He's got
Star
his blaster
Wars.
front and center. That cover.
There's a ton of Star Wars variants, all NYCC, all different stores. I like this one right here, this very Gary Whatnot one. I think it's kind of cool by Ivan Tao. The John Jiang Big Time Collectibles is pretty cool. The big clutch ones are the best. The foil, original Sienkiewicz. To me, those are the best ones to get.
Those Delatos are nice too, right there though.
Yeah.
That Webby Sabat Shaw is nice too. I like the far left though.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's not bad either. Let's take a look at the
That's
Delato.
probably Sajad's word. Delato, he's not bad at comics.
That's good. It's in his old school style that he was doing all the Disney characters in, and
yeah, which has that like the only thing that kind of trips me out is like that overlay.
Yeah, that makes it look like it's got lines. Yeah,
yeah, and sometimes honestly the print, like some of them, the print doesn't look as good.
It doesn't pop as much.
And in your hand, it doesn't. It looks fine on right there, but
I love this one right here with what's that planet called? Cybertron.
Dude, there's no flipper money out there unless you get like an autograph from Todd McFarlane.
You're 100% right. These are all expensive.
All right.
Yep.
That's sick. That's Spectral Comics, Ghost Rider from Clayton Crane, Virgin. Not even a print run listed, man. It's $99.99.
I love this one. This there's a Clayton Crane limited to 250. Let's go ahead and just show everybody these. So you get the Clayton Crane Frankenstein limited to 250. And then there is a Dan Quintana that I really like. I think this is limited to 500. I just they can cool. Yeah, the covers for these have been so great. There's a Matt Wilson for KRS and Comic Mint. There's a Pascal Ferreira. These are all NYCC. What is that? Violent Flowers. Whoa. That's crazy. Okay, that's a NYCC variant. I like the Jason Howard second print for Void Rivals number 8. Violator covers. Kyle Holtz and Jay Geldof. More second print covers from Jason Howard. This is kind of cool from Tiny Onion, NYCC. Bootleg World Tree number 1. The Undernet and You, a Beginner's Guide to World Tree.
That's like really cool.
All right.
Because they've been doing bootleg comics for some of their events. I think last year they did Department of Truth, where it was issue 1, but they literally printed it off of like a Xerox machine or something like that, because like the ink was like running, is what I heard.
Oh, that's cool.
On it.
And you could tell like the ink's running here.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they're doing that same kind of thing where it's probably like a James Tynion event.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. Walking Dead. Here's all the Witchblades. A ton of them. This one's, dude. Ickpot is out of fucking control. It's just out of
there's
control.
A comic on this cover.
Look how big her waist is compared to everything else.
Why is she so fat?
But look how small her waist is, dude.
No, I just feel bad having like she's so pretty, but with her hips broken like that, she's got to walk around.
Their ass in the
It's
air.
that lower back pain that you keep on hearing about.
FLBP.
Jeez. A Pena, Witchblade. Okay, Marvel. You got some interesting. These are regular books that are coming out this week. You have the Alan Quah facsimile for Spider-Man 261. So no Ben Stein this week. He is on vacation all week. And usually when this week happens, it's like me, Richie, Yee, and everybody get together and try to put something together for the Hot 10. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do it this week, so we got to talk and figure that out. But I would suspect that this might, if it wasn't such a big NYCC Comic Con variant, list this week, this would be one of the hot books for 1 in 25. Why is it saying log in? There we go.
Make sure to screenshot Brian's password. So
Why is it saying that? I just logged in. Okay, there's the Arita. That's Wanted Comics. There is the Bermejo. Look at that. From Trinity Comics. That's interesting. I like the Scott Koblish Avengers Assemble regular. It's the this is cool. I love covers like that. Show the wherever they're staying at, the Avengers. Why is it saying that? Sign in. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. That was driving me nuts, man. Sorry about that. All right. That's gonna make me go all the way back down. Yeah. New York Comic Con has. I wonder how many variants there were last year for New York Comic Con.
wasn't it like 600 something?
You think it's gonna outdo last year's?
Yes.
Yeah. Looks like it.
But like, I feel like by the time the con started, we knew about this many variants. I feel like it's kind of like San Diego, right? There was only like so many before the con started, and by the time the doors preview night was finished, like there was like
Like
6
this many.
pages of cover. Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
Well, I think the companies, they're just working alongside Cover Price, and because they're literally actively seeking them for the last couple of years, trying to get these lists out, because they've at least the last 2 years had a good pre-release list. I mean, I think they've had them longer than that, but I definitely know that probably the last 2. I think we've only been back 2 years from COVID, right? I don't know. But anyway, they did a good job. And then this year it was just like everybody was back. Marvel and Deadpool's back. So there's like, even though there's not as many maybe comic buyers on the floor, there's freaking there's way more variants just everywhere you go. There's just a freaking ton of them, man. That's how we were able to get them. We were able to get 90% of the ones we wanted,
Yep. To me, this might be the hit of the con, and it is definitely one of the best foil covers I've seen in the last 5 years. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a great idea on so many fronts. I love how it's the sound waves emanating from, Deadpool, and then it's like an etched foil style. So that makes it even cooler. And it,
do you know
really,
is it raised? Can you feel the
dude? Check this
texture?
out. You're gonna trip on this, Vinny. Look at this. Yeah, it looks like it's raised.
Oh, that's sick.
Right?
That's a cool one. Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
yeah, that's awesome.
Look at that.
Oh, it's like a vinyl record.
I think it's raised. It looks like it's raised. It might not be. I don't know. But either way, it
looks cool.
Yeah. It
has that
really
effect.
good. It does have the effect. He says it's super limited. That's the way he puts it. So I don't know what super limited means. But that is just gorgeous. Like I said, probably the hit of the con for me. It's awesome. So that's they don't have a print run on it yet. Next, we've got the Warren Lau Exceptional X-Men, which is kind of interesting. Take a look at that.
I like this cover.
Yeah.
This one kind of like popped out to me.
Yep. Limited to 800. This one's a foil reprint of 340. I don't know, Marvel panel exclusives to be I don't know what they are, but we'll have to wait and find out. Those will probably be hits.
They're usually pretty good, so hint, go to those panels if you have the time.
There's a Todd Knock, because there's a new Miles Morales Spider-Man suit. So, of course, they had to do an homage to 301 and 300. So that's limited to 600, supposedly. John Jang Moon Knight, which is kind of cool. This is the 1 in 25. It's okay. The Skull of Khonshu, I know it was him trying to make his cape look like that, but why would his cape have a big hole in it? You know what I mean? Anyways. I like the Scotty Young. Yeah, right. I like the Scotty Young the best, though. This is freaking awesome. All the Moon Knight covers are great by him because I like how he always puts the moon in it. By the way, I apologize, you guys. The RSO just hit. It's funny, whenever RSO just kicks in, my nose gets really nasally. Stephen Platt, 1 in 100 for this. What do you guys think?
It's better than his
lately. I mean, the hand is still horrendous. And his biceps off, and his chest is too small. Never mind. Fuck this thing.
I was gonna say it's better than his like prison DC variant covers or whatever.
Yeah,
he was doing.
Oh, man. Mystique has a really good variant by Rose Besh that I like. She's changing up her style. She's added something or gotten better at something, and I really like it. We talked about this when it was on solicitations, but I always like Mystique whenever they show the skulls on her belt.
She doesn't have the exaggerated like lines. For,
yeah,
like,
the
body
thick
parts
lines.
Yeah,
you're right. She's doing good. Doing good. Yasmin Putri, 1 in 50. There's a 1 in 200 Deadpool variant for this one. Look at this. So this is the regular Ricky Yagawa. And then they did a 1 in 200 where it's Deadpool instead of Wolverine.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So Nathan Zerdy Phoenix variant for NYCC. This is a Scarlet Witch variant by KRS Comics by Wu Chu Lee, which is really good. This next one I'm about to show you is actually pretty interesting, but I like this right here. But look at this. This is a Peach Momoko variant for Silver Surfer Black with Null.
Foil, Mexico printed from Panini.
Yeah. So
how do you feel about this?
Is it foil from Panini?
Yeah, it really is. I wasn't trying to sound sarcastic with that. It actually is like Panini printed because Mexico got the Marvel license from, or Panini got the Marvel license in Mexico to print comics.
But this isn't a reprint, is it?
Yeah, the Silver Surfer Black number 4. That's like one.
Oh, it is a reprint, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a early.
Yeah, 2019. You're right. I forget about that. Wow, dude. Yeah, it's a 1 in 25.
Yeah, it's because the original one's a 1 in 25.
Mm.
Because that's been on my search list. I was waiting for it to dip down a little bit more, but I don't know if it
I
will.
forgot
'Cause
about
know.
that.
But
Yeah,
I guess it will
that's
now
interesting.
because of the reprint.
So I wonder why are they going? So Big Time Collectibles reached out to them to get those, or do you think that the printer reached out to Big Time Collectibles? Like, why don't they just do it themselves?
Big Time. I would assume Big Time reached out to Panini in Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he was showing the back of the comic, and it has their logo on it.
Okay. Damn. That's crazy. All right, moving on. Spectacular Spider-Man's got Miles in it, and the Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider is crazy. He showed it on. It really pops. I was seeing somebody that was holding it and was showing it. It's freaking crazy. So, there you go. Is this another one that's the same as? No. Okay, good. This isn't a reprint. Yeah, that's garbage when they do that. Kari Andrews 1 in 100 for Spider-Man Reign 2, which is cool. Cool cover. This Clayton Crane. What do you guys think of this? This is a Spider Society Clayton Crane variant. I actually like this.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Limited to 600.
I feel like I've seen a similar Clayton Crane cover like that before. I mean, mine is Spider-Boy, obviously.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
So we'll see how that plays out. This is the Clayton Crane, limited to 500. Spirits of Vengeance.
Can be yours for the low price of $99.99.
Not a fan of this one. This looks unfinished to me.
I like it. I'll sell it for 100 and buy it for 25.
Yeah. Yeah, the prices, they're asking too much for the comics nowadays.
But it's from who? Spectral?
Yeah.
I mean, they're the same people from Scorpion comics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, does it surprise you that, because their pricing is similar. Like, when they were Scorpion comics, like, that was their pricing back then, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why YouTube chat keeps doing this. They do top chat. I want live chat. So for those of you guys that don't know, if you ever are like, why aren't my things coming up in chat? Make sure you have it set to live chat, because sometimes for some reason it leaves people's chats out, and unless you have it in live chat.
Yeah. I switched it at the beginning, and then I just looked right now, and I'm freaking top chat.
Yeah. What the hell? I don't understand why it does that. It's pissing me off.
Like, it's the first thing I do, because there's what's the freaking point?
Yeah.
I think it's meant, I don't know. It's probably some kind of filter for, like, let's be honest. I mean, there's 100-something people watching right now. It's probably, a filter for, I mean, name whatever you want to name, but like when there's thousands of people,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this is the EM Gist Vader variant for Trinity.
Gist is so good.
He is, dude. He's badass. And then this one, look at this. This is the
that's what's nuts right there.
Yeah, limited to 500. Just gorgeous.
Crazy.
Yeah. It shows you what a difference color choice can make on background, and man, that's good. So it's also first appearance of a Zeva Bliss character, so that might pay off in the future. Nakayama Storm, Zerdy Storm, Chichetto 7th print foil. That's interesting.
But isn't that's from the Whatnot packs, isn't it?
Is it? Speaking of the Whatnot packs,
guess.
We're going to talk about it here in a little bit. I got a box right here. Did you get yours?
Oh, you got yours?
Yeah.
I have to go check my mail but
probably
I don't
got
think I
him.
got mine.
You might have
Okay.
got him. You might want to check.
Yeah. I already have my show scheduled, but I'll see if I got him.
Let's see here. Inhuck Lee, Miko Suyan, Ben Harvey 1/25 regular. Inhuck Lee 1/25 for the Ultimates. It's pretty dope. This is the shattered variant for NYCC. It's pretty cool looking.
Isn't that foil too?
I think so. Adi Granov. This is right again. This shows what a difference a background can make. This looks fire. This is awesome right here.
Yep.
This is garbage compared to that. Right? Like with the old school 80s background, it looks so much better. I like that.
I think the color helps her pop more too, though, right?
Yeah.
Because her hair gets lost in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a Vecchio 1/50 for Uncanny #4. I like the Jessica Fong, though. The Marquez is good, too. Tyler Kirkham, Torrin Clark 1/25. Look at this. They're reprinting the... I told you, we talked about it the other day. Who's going to reprint this in foil next? And here you go. NYCC Unknown Comics Sleeping Giant Virgin Foil Facsimile. And they're also doing one.
Surprise.
Yes.
Didn't they do that already?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
I don't think
The difference is it's a virgin.
Yeah.
Virgin foil facsimile.
Yeah.
Virgin foil facsimile.
And look at this. Turkish.
I thought they already did a Turkish. They already did a Turkish version of that, I thought.
I don't know, but that's garbage. Todd Knott.
I guess it wasn't a virgin. I guess it did have a trade.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Very
reprinted
sweet.
by Lamole years ago. The foil Venom 3 null.
There we go.
I'm assuming.
That. Yeah, you called it there, Vinny.
No, shout out to Still Chillin'. I forgot about that.
Here's the Shattered for 181. What is this? Wolverine #2, Martin Coccolo, Alexander Lozano 1/25. There's a Delato Wolverine. Let's take a look.
Lozano's a talented dude, man.
I agree, Vinny. That's dope right there.
Yeah,
The heads in the background. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh, that's dope.
Right?
Yeah. He's the one who did that the Iron Man whiskey glass one from back in the day.
Yeah, that was so good. I got one of those in the 9/8. It was so good. I love books that show comics on the front cover. Art Adams. Art Adams looks better in his just his inks and no color. I like that better than that one.
Did he color it or did someone else color it?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Great question.
ANZ, shout out to Ali.
Is that who's doing it? Yep, eBay. That's an eBay Live. ANZ. There's a Scotty Young. I like this Godzilla variant for Wolverine #2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tyler Kirkham Wolverine with Magneto. Tyler Kirkham Unknown Comics, where it's the homage to 17 or 14. Like we talked about it the other day. I can't remember. I like this Zerdy.
38.
Is it 38?
I don't know. I got one sitting over there. I can see it from here, but I can't reach it.
Stegman third print Virgin 1 in 25 ye. A third print Virgin 1 in 25.
Third print 1 in 25.
Yep.
Ooh. I didn't know if I would live to see the day.
Oh man.
Was there a
Wow.
second print 1 in 25?
Yeah, of course there was. Of course there was.
Oh, I can't wait for the seventh print 1 in 1,000.
Dude, check out this Absolute Batman. There's so many Absolute Batman NYCC variants. This one's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah, but you just gotta leave it to a Batman title issued number 1 to have like what, a bazillion covers
Yeah.
to ZZ or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the Akira homage. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the Akira homage is actually really good too. It shows this.
It's been done so many times, but I still like this one.
I agree.
I have to know now. Are there more Akira homages or ASM 300s?
I think it's definitely ASM 300s though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely 300, but you're not. Yeah, or
Yeah.
or Amazing Fantasy 15, or Action
Spider-Man
Comic 1, Spider-Man 1.
Tech 27.
There's an ash can for issue number 2 at NYCC. An ash can for issue number 2. That's how hot this book is that they're doing ash cans for issue number 2.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
wow.
When's the last time you heard of issue number 2 ash can?
It's been a while, dude. I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
Never. I don't think I ever have.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm down for a preview. That was a great number 1.
Yeah, fucking A. And did you hear Mark Miller's put out a post saying he read Absolute Superman and that it's absolute fire. So I'm really stoked about that. Speaking of Absolute Superman, they're doing an ash can for that too, it looks like, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So I was chatting with Mel, who was at the retailer summit at New York Comic Con. He said that Scott Snyder was there and McFarlane were there, and they had speeches, and with the Absolute Batman stuff, Snyder is like all in on this. Like he's super stoked to be writing this title. So
fuck yeah.
And then that there's a lot of stuff coming up down the pipeline.
So those are going to be dope, those ash cans. So check this out. Mark Spears 1 in 25 for Action 1071. I have a feeling that Mark Spears is going to blow up and he's going to be putting out so many covers. We're going to be like, oh, another Mark Spears cover today. Another Mark Spears cover today.
Hey, make your money, man.
Amen.
It was that guy that we had on the Hot 10 the other night. Oh,
Yeah.
that guy. His book's on the list again.
I'll be happy for him if he does that. I hope to God that happens. That would be awesome.
If it does happen, I'll be like, I'm still waiting on him sending me that cover.
Yeah, they're doing a foil of Batman Adventures with the cake cover. I told you it's gonna get out. It's already outrageous.
It's already out of control.
Every key you can think of that hasn't been foiled, even if it has been foiled, they're gonna do a new foil.
Dude, I can't wait for the second print facsimile foil.
Foil,
editions.
I know.
Well, I guess I shouldn't be one to talk, but with flippers becoming comic stores, God, that's good.
That's Will Jack.
Then you make money making your own books rather than being able to flip much, man.
Yep.
You know?
There's no margin in flipping.
What the fuck do you flip? It's got to be just, you got to go with your gut, or it's got to be limited, man. 25, 50, 100, something like that.
Yep.
Super limited, super characters. Yeah, time to refine the game. Time to refine your game.
These are the Alex Ross con variants.
See, that'll sell. But is Alex Ross asking like $80 and fucking $550 for an SS or what?
Probably.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's so good though, man. God,
He is.
It's really good. I'm honestly not digging that one as much. The other two I think are great.
This one's great.
Oh,
Both
Eddie
of them.
Bear. If you see covers that are missing, they have a link at the bottom of their page to submit covers.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you can submit for-
you Yeah, but you have to know all the information too, as well, or like what booth it's coming from, all that. I
There's
think,
just so
or they
many.
asked for
Like,
that.
it's hard to go through them all.
Is that Starlight?
Yeah. So
I think it's a boys number 1.
We got one boys, and it's an Ariel DS Starlight. That's cool.
no, there's multiple of them. So there's that. Ariel Diaz limited to 200. This one.
Who's that? It's not Maeve. It's not.
What is Carnivore
Queen
Comics?
Maeve. Limited to 300.
They just give her a new costume.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like her at all.
That's wrong color hair, wrong color costume. Okay, that's sick.
Oh yeah.
Dude, dude's dropping dick on him.
Look, we were talking the other week how artists never drew guys with dicks. Here you go. You got one.
It's a Homelander. You gotta put on there. Dude, I already got a Homelander costume for Halloween.
Nice.
Get a bump bleach in my hair, but I'm not shaving this beard, man. I don't give a shit.
Did you really? Oh my god, bro, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I got a girlfriend with the Starlight costume.
Oh, that's great.
Look up the Amazon onesie. That's it.
Here's another Starlight, dude. They did a ton of them.
Oh, okay. I don't mind that they do a ton. I'm not feeling that.
No,
I don't
not
mind that they do a
feeling
ton. I just want them to do
Ooh.
it good.
This could be
kinda,
good.
This looks kind of nice.
This could be good. Yeah. What's up with it?
Yeah,
His face?
but can they do something more than just issue 1, please?
Oh, he's got
Yeah,
milk.
dude, like for him, what's Homelander's first appearance? Like number 7? Do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't care. That's not. It's people just buying the cover.
Ooh, look at this
Are we
one.
redoing So's Micah's?
Yeah, they're doing it. They're redoing it.
What?
Hold on. This is a black and white metal.
All right,
That's
maybe
cool.
I'm gonna miss my pickup.
So this is from KRS and the Comic Mint. It's Catwoman. Hold on here.
Yeah, it's the 1 in 25.
68. 1 in 25.
Good
Foil.
for her.
It's just the way it is. We're gonna have to be used to it now. They're all doing it.
Nobody's gonna be able to tell what's what.
Yep.
In the
Yep. You're right, Vinny. You are right.
That's a good show.
All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
Later, Vinny.
All right.
Yep.
Good seeing you, brother.
Later.
Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Dark Knights of Steel All Winter. Another great cover. Another great cover. Another great cover. All the covers for that series have been great. Here's an Ariel Diaz Carnivore Comics. Poison Ivy. Limited to 1,000.
Oh wait, it was Carnivore that used to be Scorpion.
Okay. I thought there was a couple companies that.
Yeah,
broke
I know
off
it
of
was
that.
2 companies that split, but I mean, I guess the other half could be Spectral. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong, chat.
This one right here is dope to me because you could get some really cool paint pen sketches on this that could just fucking really pop. And I love how the yellow and the red pop and the blue.
Yeah.
Limited to 500 on that. That one I really like. See, I like certain sketch covers where you can get cool ideas for. I always like all black sketch covers. I like that Joker purple one, and I like this one for cool sketches. Shout out to Alex with the $5 super chat. He says, "What percentage more in general do you make on flipping books?" You could make decent money flipping books, like really decent money, a couple $100 a week, easy. Now, it's not worth your time, to be honest, for 90% of the books out there.
It just depends. Well, it depends what you can get, dude.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yeah.
I don't know how to shit this all. So.
I mean, I would say whatever your buy-in is, right? Are you still like flipping at least 3 times the amount you paid? I think you're doing decent.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, in
There's
general,
a lot of
like,
factors.
I can go from losing money to 1,000 times my money, literally. So I really have $1,000 books for $1 before, so. But it just depends. I mean, you gotta, if you're doing well, depending on what your time is worth, you gotta hopefully be making, after everything, making 30% or something.
And we're talking with
Overall,
new books,
it all
flipping
adds
new
up.
books.
It all adds up. If you
Yeah.
if you only make $1, then you only make $1. But hopefully on the next one you make $100.
Flipping
$20.
Flipping back issues, old back issues, is a different ball game. You can make
Yeah.
decent money on that still, but flipping weekly new issues is not worth it anymore. 3 years ago and back, it was really worth it. I mean, I remember Mel V used to he would stand in line every morning at Midtown because he made a ton of money doing so,
Yeah, I used to be able to hit 3 stores in LA on my lunch break.
Yep.
And I had I'd know which order to go, and I had a pull at one of them, and I was able to ask for some of the variants ahead of time. Wouldn't always get them, but I'd be able to. Or if you didn't want to alert anybody, you hope you got it. Or sometimes I'd walk in, and I'd know. I just happened to generally have had a decent eye for what will sell or what will be popular, and so that's definitely helped me out. And or if you have access to stores with back issues and something gets hot in a couple, in a few weeks, and there's a good chance you got a store with like 20 on the shelf or something like that. So it really depends, and it depends on your physical access, I think, as well. I don't have access. I don't live in Los Angeles anymore. I live outside, so I can't just all of a sudden go to a bunch of stores like I used to be able to, which makes me very sad also, because something I enjoy doing a lot. Going on Wednesdays just to look at books made me happy.
Yep. These are the Bird City Greg Horn books. If you guys are,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's some New Yorkers that are gonna be into it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a different convention.
This is a cool
Delado Lobo.
Yeah, this is cool, dude.
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Bite Me Fanboys. Got the Bite Me Fanboy from the second
old
series.
School,
yeah.
Mega Man 3 rip, isn't it? Yep. Literally, they just reprinted its first appearance.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. And look at this one. This one's cool, too. I hate that. It makes it like, I just don't want. If it was on a regular book, it would made it so much more collectible to me. But maybe I'm just being a snob.
Is he even in a book right now?
Yes, he was in Superman. Was it Superman lately? Action Comics, I think. Dan, Mark Spears was it Mark Spears that did a Lobo cover? Anyways,
right.
here's Wonder Woman 38. They're redoing the Finch, and they did a Hughes cover. Check this out. This is so crazy. Again, every good cover that you ever love, they're going to redo it in foil and then get new variants for it. So you got the Finch.
I like the original, like with the trade dress added to it too. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just so used to seeing that.
So you got the Finch in foil, and then you've got Adam Hughes did. I don't think this is a reprint. This is a new variant, right? I don't remember this.
I don't know.
It's reprinting cover. It's reprinting Wonder Woman 38 with the Finch cover, but I think they used it to throw a new variant on. Limited to 600.
It definitely was not a variant for Wonder Woman 38. I'm positive of that.
And then they did an up close version, limited to 750. So there's a Lyrics Lee one for KRS. I mean, there are so many damn variants. They're reprinting the Nakayama Black and Gold in foil. This was such a great cover when it hit. Reprinting it.
It's kind of annoying having to keep track if it's a reprint or not. No.
I know, dude. All right, now we're into Dynamite. Got a bunch of John Jiang stuff. Lilo and Stitch. Negative Space Metal. The Zerdy Halloween books, which were available last week, I think. These are going to be a hit. I think one was on the almost 10 last week. It sold. Powerpuff Girls. Dawn McTeague. Red Sonja. Matthew Waite, Red Sonja. Linsner. Delato, Space Ghost. Dave Dorman, Terminator. I like this one right here. The Sapolsky. That's cool. Hopefully it pops. I really love this one. Oh. Especially the black and white. Cool. Yeah. This is probably the best out of all of them. That's really good.
Feeling that,
yeah. Yeah. All right, this right here, dude. This Vampirella is fire. It's really good. I just don't like this where they put his name.
Artist signature.
Yeah, they shouldn't have put it right there. Damn, that's good. It's limited to 300 too. So that'll be a hit. And then, of course, the Cedric Pouillat is out. Pouillat is out too. This is the one where he was mad that he didn't want it. Somebody said that he was using AI, and he showed his
layers.
The layers, of his work. So there's three or four versions of that. One where she's not all bloody and she's looking to the left, and one where she's all bloody and she's looking right at you.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's good. There is the Perillo, which is really weird with the wings. Look at this Dale Otto Thundercats foil. This is crazy. Limited to 33. It's a metal. Wow. That's good. That's really freaking good. I wonder where that's going to be. Spectral.
Damn. They're doing a lot of covers.
There are, dude. What's this one? Is this
I feel like they're doing at least 200 out of the 493 covers that we've covered tonight.
There's another Spectral limited to 400. That's badass. Virgin foil.
How big is their booth? Jeez.
I know, right? There's all the Pouillat. Chet Zudis. She's bathing in blood.
It's like, hey, can you stop by Spectral and pick up 50 comics for me?
I know. This one's pretty cool. The I Love New York, Will Jack. Just because it's, got New York on it.
Yeah. Iconic sign.
Yeah.
Wow. That was the shortest Dynamite list I have ever seen.
I know. Well, just wait. Look at this tidal wave list. They're doing Arnold Schwarzenegger, Keanu Reeves. There's so many.
It's ridiculous how many different covers are. The Matrix Keanu Reeves one. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
It is. I like it. Lionel Messi, Michael Jordan, Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, Mike Tyson, Taylor Swift again, Eminem, but I like this one.
Zavel Eminem's pretty good.
Yeah, right? This one's good right here too.
Yeah.
Why
Scan got him American flag?
Yeah. Stan Lee, Ryan Reynolds, Notorious B.I.G. There's probably more. Hold on. Yep, there's more. I like this one where it's got the Marvel 25th anniversary. That's actually really good. Limited to 75.
There you go. See, that's a smart pick.
That is fucking good right there. I might have to keep my eye on that. Oh, there's a gold limited to 75. Wow.
And a metal.
Yeah. Here's
Spectral
a Bird
got the metal.
City. I think we talked about that one.
What book is it, dude?
It's tribute books from Tidal Wave.
Oh, got it.
Tupac. All right. IDW. You got the Beneath the Trees of Normandy Seas homage.
There's so many of these covers for Beneath the Trees.
Lack of fucking originality is about killing me by now.
I know. The Jock Exorcism at 1600 pen. That's a dope cover. And I think it's his own book. So that's cool.
That's cool.
There's a Stephanie Hans 1 in 10. Godzilla. Daniel Warren Johnson Godzilla. That's cool. Art Adams Godzilla.
Just a face as usual.
Yeah.
It needs to have boobs on there.
Ooh, that's Alex Ross. There's another Alex Ross variant.
Little Godzilla tits.
I like how it looks like the old school.
Is that how much the issue 1?
Yeah.
That'll sell.
Yeah, this will be a big seller.
That'll sell.
Yeah. Turtles. There's Marat Michaels.
Graffiti looking Shredder probably do okay.
Where's that? Oh, right
One
there.
above,
Yeah,
right
look
where
at
you're
Mr.
at.
Garcin. Yeah. There's probably a ton of those. Yeah. Last Ronin. Ooh, I like this Freddie Williams.
Dude, I love Freddie Williams.
So do I. That's good. Also has like the 25th anniversary design.
Yeah.
That's cool. That Freddie Williams is a 1 in 25. That'll be a cool book. That might be a hit. Absolute Comics, Jamie Tyndall, tons of Jamie Tyndall. Yeah, Mike Chrome.
Mike Chrome.
Chad Harden. Jesus. John Royal. NYCC. A lot of these are NYCCs. Ariel Diaz. Shikari. Tabalfo. Man, there's so many freaking variants for variants for NYCC. Counterpoint. You got the Javin Jordan. Do You Poo. More Do You Poo. You got of course, the Wanted Comics.
I'm excited to see how many layers of poo there are this year.
Yeah. There's more. Look at all these. Just tons of them.
That was a lot less than I thought they were going to be.
Really? That one's kind of cool.
I felt like there was going to be like at least like because every pop-up I've seen on Instagram was like, oh, look at this poo book. Look at this poo book.
Did you miss the 6 I showed before you jumped on here?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
They're sitting here, so no. There's more than that, dude.
Oh, I was listening. Yeah, I feel like there was more than yeah.
I like this one. It's kind of cool. That's the one.
I never read Grimm, but I feel like from the covers I should read Grimm.
Yeah, it seems like a cool story. I know the first one was good.
I remember reading like the first 5 issues. Like I really liked how it started, but then I didn't like the direction they were taking with it. But the concept of the storyline is pretty cool. I mean, it must be doing something good.
This is such a waste of a Jenny Frison cover.
Dude, all she does is just make a face for the something that's killing the children.
Yeah.
every time. That's all she does.
Yeah, this is a waste of a Jenny
Yeah, I
Frozen
know
cover.
she's better than that. There's a 300 covers of hers that I love, but every con it's just Something's Killed the Children number 25 over again with 4 different
characters.
versions of her with a lady looking shocked face.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's not even for Something Is Killing the Children title.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
House Slaughter,
I guess
consider that the same thing, but yeah.
I mean, I'll kind of give it a pass because there is a Something Is Killing the Children story within Hello Darkness.
That's a good cover.
Yeah.
It's a 1 in
Well, there
20.
you know what I mean, though. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about every con. That's what I see. I don't mean that one in
That
particular.
is
I
resting
guess.
bitch face if I've ever seen one. Oh, this is so good. This Pinocchian for Vicarious.
Yeah, Full Slaughter
Oh,
is
yeah.
evil.
And it's a 1 per store Virgin. There is a regular for it, but the Virgin looks way better. Total DMT trip right there. There's the trade. Cool book. Void from Mad Cave, Flash Gordon. There's the NYCC Gotcha Man variant they're doing. Barfly. Jupiter's Legacy. Oh, there's the we talked about this already. But they're doing
I fucking bought that.
the
I
Color
bought
Splash. Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
Scotty
of course I
Young.
did.
That'll be a low-key Scotty Young that people
Collector
won't.
kit. I'll have to search my phone because I'm pretty sure I paid for those.
Yeah.
Bought that too.
Yeah,
Like
because
a lot, like fucking $80 for 2 comics.
I remember that. Yeah. Ooh, look at that Christian
You're like-
Ward. This is fucking
Yeah.
fire.
I'm pretty sure you did too, because you're like, I don't care what anyone thinks, I'm buying this.
Yeah. Let's just hope it's on my shop app or something. I don't fucking know, dude.
Counterpoint with the more Why Not Willies. Tons of them. Titan with Conan. Ariel Diaz, limited to 500. Vault with Godfather stuff. Godfather of Hell. Scarface homage. A lot of books. Holy shit. Hysteria. Sean Gordon Murphy. This might be a hit. Limited to 300 Lilith.
Bro, I want a Hysteria limited to 100.
Right? Look at
Oh,
this.
yeah.
That's going to be a hit. That might be the book at NYCC also. Limited to 300 Vault Comics. I want one of those. Here's the Hysteria one. I like the regular too.
Just those two?
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
That's dope, right?
I like it. I don't know what the hell it has to do with Def Leppard. I mean, the other one does, clearly, but...
Massive. Got a bunch of stuff. There's a Korn homage by McFarlane. Oh, McFarlane did this? Wait, hold on. No way. Yeah, okay. I was about to say McFarlane didn't do it. It's an homage to McFarlane. But I thought Capullo and McFarlane did this.
I don't know.
Pretty sure. Top Shelf with more Why Not Willie stuff. They did a this is going to probably be something a lot of people are going to want. The Sienkiewicz is really good. It's an homage, of course, to Frazetta. I like that. And then there's the Malibu Sun 13. There's also a Wolverine. What issue was this? 75? Nabisco variant.
No.
Yeah.
145.
145.
Yeah. There you go. 145.
Sabrina, there's all your Dan Parent stuff for NYCC. It's limited to 5. It's a foil.
Oh, is he gonna be there?
Yeah. Sumerian.
Here's a little hint. If you go to Dan Parent's booth, look through some of his back issue stuff. He has some pretty good stuff, some limited numbered stuff, and it flips for really good money. Just saying.
Here's the Keen Spot stuff. I really love this. Yeah, for people that's asking about flipping, Dan Parent's a great booth to get a nice little
and you have a book with some original art, and it's also not. If you just want a piece by a good, well-known artist or some cool characters, that's the best deal you're gonna get.
Here's the Oni stuff, the EC. You get Epitaphs from the Abyss #4. I really like the Jay Stevens homage 1 in 10. And then Rick and Morty, that 1 in 10 is going to be interested in the Che Guevara.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that'll be a big book. TCM Press.
Oh, the new voice actors that are doing Morty and Rick are going to be at NYCC.
That's cool. So check this out. This is Carla Cohen's NYCC that she self-published herself. So that's pretty badass. And then Michael Hinson, Disputed. I really like that cover. And then this is Johnny Desjardins' Disputed cover. Penthouse has Amaranth on it this week, so that'll be a big book. Limited to 2,500. The biggest simp fucking machine on the internet is this chick right here. She makes millions of dollars off dudes that will never, ever get a chance to smell that Punani. Ever.
What are you talking about? She sells her parts in jars.
That's close, but.
Wait, who is that?
Amaranth.
It's some
that's
like
a chick that Twitch chick that does the streams in the hot tubs.
Hot tubs.
You've never seen Amaranth? Never? Bro, you got to see this. Check this out.
Oh, boy.
She's probably live on Twitch right now.
All right, dude. This is her.
She's real, right? This is not like AI.
She's real. So she started off as like a cosplayer. She would go to Comic Cons and stuff. And then she started doing streaming, and she took off, dude. She freaking took off. So this is her.
Way to the top, like that sounds bad. Actually, I'm gonna stop there.
Here's the type of shit that she's done. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I got mud on me. Life of dogs.
And dudes in the millions watch her and give her money. She made like $40 million a year.
Good Lord.
Yep.
I'm doing it. Calling the doctor.
Yep.
Going full.
Eating. She does everything in front of the camera, dude. Everything.
This took a dark turn.
Sometimes I say.
And so dudes will pay her. They say, "I'll give you $100 if you do it with a horse mask on, and act and neigh like a horse." And look, she puts a fucking horse mask on and neighs like a horse. It's so fucking it's so self-degrading. It's unreal, man. But she makes millions doing it. Millions.
It's less degrading when it's $1 million. It's degrading when it's like 27 cents.
But you know who it's degrading for? The dudes that are giving her that money.
I agree.
All right. We're
Okay, so we're
almost
buying
done
some,
here.
degrading some, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I'm a degrading motherfucker. John Royal, 1 in 20 for Grim Fairy Tales, Halloween, Cinderella cover. And there's a John Royal one where she's in red. Those are good covers. Look at that one. There's your werewolf cover with a fucking dog collar on. Jamie Tyndall stuff. Distillery. Here's your Ryan Otley cover, black and white. Stegman. Ooh, what's that? Murder Hobo. There you go, Schmalky. Look at this though. It looks. Is this freaking hologram? Doesn't that look like it's hologram or something? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the colors.
What does the subtitle say?
NYCC Lord Froth minifigure special edition, limited to 10. There you go. That'll be a book. There's a Schmalky limited to 100 and another one limited to 100. Both ash cans.
Ghost. Future ghost books.
Yeah, exactly. 7 Years in Darkness Schmalky cover is awesome. Look at this. This is so good. All of these covers are good, but the Schmalky, badass.
Yeah, I signed up for his Kickstarter for We Kill Spiders.
Uh-huh.
The Witching Hour. So I just got that stuff in not too long ago.
Nice. Joseph Pantalone said Sticky Goose degraded himself for free. Yes, he did. He's back though. He hasn't left the internet, which is good. There's some Street Fighter stuff. Always Street Fighter con variants sell well.
Yep.
And then Zombie Tramp, of course. Antarctic Press has Jungle Comics. That'll be an interesting book. Black Box Comics, Mutant Farm, Bad Idea as a panel exclusive. Here you go.
Selling merch and shit, I guess.
Is that what they're doing?
Oh, the best pizza. So it's going to be like their best donuts, right?
Yep.
It's just from the spot next door.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure, like, if they have a custom box for those, make sure to take those boxes because people
100%.
will buy it.
Yeah.
Anything says bad idea, take it home.
Dude, I forgot to steal the menus at the bar. I was just getting drunk.
It's limited to 25 after Campbell.
Because I told you the right line to get into for a cocktail.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember being like super drunk by the end of it.
The blackout line. The same guy every year.
Yep.
He's like, you can get that line. I was like, no, sir, I'm in the right line. I'm here for you every year. Last time we're like, what's that? What's going on there?
What?
It's the line that's always longest, right?
Yeah. Last Harlem Night's on 3. I've been trying to sell my number 1.
This one?
Yeah, we have the Yi and I. Didn't all 3 of us get the last Harlem Night, the ash can with the Cure homage?
Oh, maybe.
I put mine up on eBay for a lot of money and
Did it sell?
No.
Oh.
Tiny Onion has a NYCC exclusive. Look at this. That's pretty dope with the UFO.
Yeah, that's really cool, actually. It's one of the better ones I've seen, and actual originality is important. And it's $1.
Man, I can't believe we're still going. Okay, we're finally done. Jeez. And that is New Comic Book Day. Holy cow. 2 hours and 37 minutes in. Unreal.
Let's go.
Right? Jesus. It's crazy. And shout out to Cover Price, you guys. They do have their, if you're going to NYCC, go to Cover Price. They have their list, which they update. It's got all the exclusives. So make sure you go follow them for that list. It's freaking totally worth checking out.
And then if you know of one too, you can submit it to them, and they'll publish information about it. So
Yep.
Yep.
And if there's one that you see that's not on there, let them know for sure. Anyways, I've got I got a really cool market report for tonight. Starting off with something that I saw on Instagram that was pretty crazy. There was some absolutely bonkers sales as of late, but there was a sale for something on Instagram. Was it Twitter maybe? Might have been Twitter. Hold on. Please tell me I saved it. Oh no, I don't think I saved it.
Which book was it for?
I can't remember. It was something crazy, dude. Like I couldn't believe what it was. Sold for a shit ton of money. I might have to remember it for next week or something because it was ridiculous. What I was like, dude, I gotta remember this, and I hit save, but I didn't. Oh, no, don't remember. Anyways, let's get into it. Here we go. The market report for this week is freaking. It's pretty massive, and I want to start off with something that's super cool. And that is the Hero Initiative is doing their Superman 100 project. And if you don't remember, the 100 project was started by Bryan was one of the people that started the idea. And it started for when Ultimate Spider-Man number 100 came out. And what they did is they got over 100 great artists to do a ton of sketches. And let me go ahead and just show you guys some of these. I mean, and there's tons of them. And they auctioned them all off. And this is like back before sketch covers were a thing. They auctioned them all off.
Oh, but they they took images of all those covers.
And they put out a book, just like they're going to do for Superman. They got the Superman 100 book coming out because they're doing the Superman 100 project. And so it's going on right now. A bunch of them have already sold, but I think they're going to be going on from October. They're still going and they'll be continuing. So what you need to do is you need to keep an eye on their eBay page. So these are the ones that have already sold. And this is kind of crazy. You gotta refresh this. So dude, this is nuts. You got a Philip Tan one where he used, I probably should just do this. Yeah. There you go. That's beautiful. So, and they're graded.
Nice.
Yeah. So that one sold for $910. This Todd Knock sold for this one's, both of these are still going, by the way. Sorry, these are still going. The Philip Tan's at $910, the Todd Knox at $752. This Alan Davis is at $610. This is Stuart Sager. That's beautiful. Bottle City Candor. That's at $210 right now. There's a Daryl Banks for $215, a Rich Ellis. So make sure you go check out their eBay page. But these are the ones that have sold. Let me show you the ones that have sold here. Hold on. Or not. Yeah, I think a bunch of these are the ones that are still available. These are all still available. Where are the sold ones? The Hero Initiative.
They make it harder to search for that.
I think you have to do see all.
Oh, let me just do this.
And to filter.
Where is it? See all?
Yeah, to the far right.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a pain in the ass.
Good call.
Yeah.
Call the IT guy, right?
Yep. All right, and we'll go gallery. All right, this is cool. Check these out, dude. Miguel Hernandez is sold for 380, 338. They're all 9.8s too. This Chrissy Zulu sold for 1,500. A Doug Monkey sold for 670. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, these are ending cheaper than the. Have you seen that one website,
Yeah.
Nerdcrawler?
Yep.
For original art and stuff like that.
Yep.
So like stuff's on there sells ridiculous prices.
This sold for 1,800. This John Bogdanov. Let's take a look at that. That one's pretty good. One sold for 1,800. Cat Ferris 300. Stuart Sager for 1,275. He must have done a couple. Brett Breeding for 1,025. Alan Davis 1,025. Couple by Brett Breeding 1,500 for that one. So be on the lookout. They're starting to sell the Superman 100 stuff, which is very, very cool. And it's a cool project. And the Hero Initiative is a really cool project altogether.
Good cause.
Yeah.
I always liked donating to Hero Initiative every year when I can.
Yep. All right, let's get into this. I think I got these all here. Let's start off with this guy. There was a lot of very interesting sales this week, of course. Like there is every week. It always forgets to put issues like 7, I think 7 and 9. Not issues, overlays 7 and 9. All right, there we go. Man, when RSO hits me, it's my voice and my nasal. Look at that. Shout out Mark Spears in the chat again. Appreciate you, brother. All right, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful books. You guys know I love the Skull stuff, but this Australian Daredevil #1 is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the coloring on it. I love the Newton Australian ones the best too. I don't think this is Newton, but I could be wrong. This is Horowitz. That might be the artist or whatever. But $4,103 for this Daredevil #1, 1965. It's crazy. Strange Mysteries #12, $940 in good plus condition. You gotta love a skull birthing more skulls. Look at all those skeletons coming out of that skull's mouth. And then Strange Mysteries #11 with the skeleton calling somebody. You gotta love that too. 1,500. A Wolverine 310 Platt variant, the color, a 9.4 signed by Stephen Platt, Len Wein, and Herb Trimp, and Joe Rubenstein, sold for $1,250. Do you still have yours available, Sean?
No, dude, I got like 2,500 or something for it though.
Nice.
9.8. Not. I didn't let people scribble on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either on that book.
Not on that book, dude. There's a lot of books. Not something that rare.
Yeah.
No.
So
Platt may be somewhere safe. No offense to the late greats on that list, but
yep.
Yeah, get a Wolverine 1. Like
Star Wars books are dropping so much in value. It's unreal. And one of the coolest ever Star Wars books is the Galaxy's Edge concept art edition, which was for the what do they call them?
Just the Disney engineers.
Imagineers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was you had to work there, I guess. And a 9.8 sold for $800. This was like a $5,000 book, wasn't it?
No, it was for this year, this is the lowest it's ever sold. It's like this year. There was one that was sold for $2,000 and one that sold for $1,800. Like I looked it up because someone showed me the sell, and I was like, this is not a book you auction. Like when no one gives a shit about Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
not a good auction book.
this is a total buy it now, listed at whatever crazy price you want it to, but somewhat near that $2,000 mark, and someone's gonna send you an offer and buy it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't.
Exactly. Auction's a sort of a Hail Mary kind of deal, you know.
And then with the the $30 shipping, that's not helping you either.
No, not at all. That's
But I mean, the price.
I mean, that's a $12.99 or a $9.99. I like to do like $10 on shipping on a slab instead of free shipping because somebody will pay it. You know, it's going to be $20 with a signature and priority, but it's better to get something than nothing.
Shout out to Nathan for giving me the information on the publisher. It was pre-Newton, so Horowitz is the publisher.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know if the all-time high was $5,000 for this book, but I know
feel like it was at least 3,000.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember looking it up for this year, and I was like, kind of like $800. I was like, I'd be surprised if this sale actually goes through. If someone
yeah,
but I don't know the seller or anything like that.
Yeah, Alex says his local comic shop got a bunch of Star Wars slabs last week, and he asked if any had sold a week later, and the answer is no. Yeah, Star Wars stuff is cold, super cold. Conan number 24, the rare nude edition, which is very hard to find, in a 9.8 sold for $300. This, I don't know if this is real. I'm guessing that not. There's a couple of things, sales on here that look way off to me, but an Amazing Spider-Man 316 raw sold for $660.
I mean, if they really believe that, that's not. I think it's like a $1,200.98.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna go with it's probably. There's a good chance it's real.
It's not a Mark Jeweler
on that price.
I looked to see if it was a Mark Jeweler. It's not.
I don't think so. They think it's a 9.8. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough gamble, but people will return anything. So
yeah.
Like in Venom, it's listed as a 9.8. All you have to do is be like, this is not a 9.8, and then especially if they show, like, if you can just show something that's not in the pictures, but you can mess with it if you want. I mean, don't be an asshole and do that to anybody, please. But
I love the Superman 204 retailer incentive, the Diamond retailer incentive variant. It's a sketch Jim Lee cover, and I think it goes better. I mean, I love the regular one next to the 608, but if you're just collecting them, I love how Batman 608 is a second print, and then the retailer incentive is a variant. So you have like two tough to find books with each other. But classic, iconic books, covers by Jim Lee, and two sales. The retailer incentive in a 9.8 for $350, and a CBCS 9.8 for $400 of the Batman 608, which to me, both of those criminally low.
Right, especially that 608 second, man.
Yeah,
that's just one of the greatest variants in a second print. Literally ever.
I don't think I've ever found one of those books before.
Fuck no, I haven't. Not. Yeah. I mean, I've seen them on a wall.
Yeah,
I've definitely never come across one. Yeah, that whole Hush, man. That Hush storyline's been impossible to find.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, also there's that. Remember the Superman sketch cover for 612? I think it is the second print in that run. That's a tough book. And then there's like one at the end that has like a second print fold out. That's a tough book. There's a couple like second printings in that run that are tough to get. Next we have Betty number 8 in a CGC 9.8, the bikini diving cover, in a 9.8 sold for $500.
Wow.
Look at this. AOA says $6,900 for that Galaxy's Edge number 1.
April 2022. Wow.
Oh, dude. This book, you guys, right here in the middle, sold for $7,000. in April of 2022.
Oh, the good old days. Why didn't I just sell everything?
I know, dude.
Right.
Like literally
know.
fucking everything. Not a few things. Like everything, dude.
It's like I should have been on Whatnot every single day, every single hour, getting rid of
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Kept my Masters of the Universe and my irreplaceable books.
Yeah, just
And-
hold on to the irrepressible stuff. But
yeah, dude. I did a couple. That was good, but hey.
I got rid of a ton of stuff. I probably sold, I would say, like 10 short boxes, maybe 10 to 15 short boxes on Whatnot before I quit. So I did pretty
easily.
well. Yeah.
I did, but I did consignment for people also.
Yeah. Yep.
So that.
Yep.
Oh, I sold all my stuff. So I have over 2,000 items sold, I want to say.
Wow.
At least.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So you did decent. You did decent.
I did decent. I can't complain. Like, I almost quit my job. That's how much I was.
It was the good old days.
I still have a job.
Foom number 10, raw, $500. That was $1,000 raw book a few months ago, I want to say. So
yeah, it
it'll
depends.
go back up.
I can see some bad staining on it. That's going to be really tough to get off. So mid grade's a stretch.
And then Albedo number 2 and a 5.5 CBCS 5.5 sold for $2,900.
People just want that book, man. Even
So
in
rare.
PGX. Oh wait, that's CBCS. I forgot.
Yeah. Doesn't
I don't know
matter
why
though.
CBCS
You're right.
copied PGX, but hey.
Such a rare book. By the way,
It's
if you
'cause
guys
they
don't
merged into
know,
one company.
if you guys don't know about that book, like half or more than half of the print run went up in a fire. So Albedo 2 is super rare. Moving on, we have, oh man, crazy Adam Hughes book, the A1 True Life Bikini Confidential in a CGC 9.8 from 1990, Atomica Press, $350.
That book doesn't exist, man. That's a really good buy.
That's a great buy. I'm telling you, like that $500 and under is such a great sweet spot for long-term spec plays right now. And then we're starting to see some of the Kickstarters show up on secondary market for Mark Spears Monsters. Here's the Frankenstein Marvel 25th, which I had my eye on because I would love to buy an extra of that. Such a great, you guys know I collect all the 25th anniversary homages, and this one sold for $325.
Nice.
And I bet you that starts going up.
Someone's auctioning off a whole set
right now.
On
eBay.
On eBay.
What's it at right now?
I think it's like at $600 is what I saw it at. Someone sent a screenshot.
It'll triple that.
I mean, it still had a few days left.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it's at a good pace.
Yep.
Is what I'm saying.
Yep. And then this is a classic ghost book, Black Boy Fly #1 from Hebrew Brantley. Rare. It's a 9.6 CGC, which is even more rare. Sold for $2,000.
Yeah.
It seems kind of low, right?
Congratulations to whoever bought it. You don't ever see that book come up for sale. Period.
Yeah.
Glad I sold mine for $200.
Mark Spears says just the 1 through 8 cover A's is over $600. So it's not the whole set.
There you go.
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I should say investment lot is out there.
Yeah. All 3 of these books right here, you guys, are ghosts. We can already call the Mark Spears Kickstarter stuff ghosts. Moving on. A G.I. Joe Special #1 raw. They say high grade, sold for $300.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I have a 9.4 copy I've been needing to sell, so I need to probably list that.
Yeah, you should crack it and then list it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have a 9.4 and a 9.6, So I definitely think I should crack both of those and
Yes.
just get them CPR.
Yes.
I sold a new Stan 9.8 for 600.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Oh.
Yep.
This book is
Might
criminally
have been 400
underrated.
exactly, damn it, but yeah.
This book used to be so much higher in value, like every book, but this even before the pandemic, I felt like this book was higher in value. I think this book is criminally undervalued. So, and then this
but
one,
I mean, $300 not bad for a raw book.
no, not at all. You're right.
Oh yeah.
I was watching this Hulk the whole time. This is such a crazy book, even though it's CBCS and it's the new label. So I would rather, if I was going to wanted a CBCS book, if I was going to buy one, I would much rather want an original label, because they graded so much better those first couple years.
Yeah.
But still, 9.8 of the third printing of Incredible Hulk 377, such a rare book, so rare in that condition, sold for $1,326.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Oh,
Another good deal for PGX.
And then,
well, I mean, but they also, they listed this book correctly, right? Where they put up the lowest price they're willing to take on this book, and just to see if it goes any higher. I mean, I don't see the downside of setting up your auctions like that, right? Especially with high end rare stuff. Yeah, or just I don't know, because like, doesn't that tack on the extra fee onto your eBay?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't auction off enough items to know that.
The Bruce Timm Out of This World homage to Ditko. I love this book. Another super rare ghost and another CBCS graded. This time 9.6, sold for just under $400. That's a tough book. All right, look at this. This is interesting. All gold foils of the Invincible Battle Damage books, not including the Battle Beast. You have the Invincible, you have Omni-Man, and you have Adam Eve. These books were easily each over $1,000 in this grade.
Raw.
Oh, raw! They were all over $1,000. Wow.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah, because that was the whole point of showing up to any of those whatnot con shows that people were selling live at. Yeah. Because I don't want to say you were guaranteed to get one of these foil books, but you had a high probability of getting one if you were scheduled to be live.
Well, those prices are if you bought in on these,
It's not a great book to option and not regular season for Invincible, so
that's fucking you're right.
I think the Omni-Man's the one that's ended up selling the most. And whatever they say the numbers are, I believe the Omni-Man has the least.
Yeah.
So
all right, moving on, we have a great Stan Lee book. This is the Marvel Celebrates Stan Lee, the New Amsterdam Theater tribute book. Great cover. 9.8 for $300.
That was the one that wasn't supposed to be sold, right?
Yeah. I love that book. I actually want to own that one day. And then look at this. Stray Dogs #1, the Scotty Young Raw, sells for $415. That's got to be the rarest or the highest secondary value for a Stray Dogs book.
Well,
I don't know what
Dog Days too.
Yeah,
because Dog Days was that 2-issue miniseries thing that they did after.
Yep. And I don't know what is the rarest Stray Dogs book. We got to ask Trish and Tony. And we need to, because I have a feeling the comic bug variant, the Jason Goes to Hell comic bug variant, might be up there, because that was I think only 300. But I don't know how many of the acetate there are also. So I'd love to know. But this is crazy. $400 for that is nuts. Raw. Like, wow. I did not know that. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, Scotty Young, with his, it's a signature series, and it's got his CGC label in a CGC 10, sold for $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Eastman didn't sign it too?
Nope. Just Scotty
That's
Young.
crazy.
Completely insane, dude.
Yeah. Right?
Unless there's like 4 of those books printed.
There's probably
and it's
a
only
ton.
10 and they're all graded.
Yeah.
59 bids too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
A Raw Wonder Woman Agent of Peace #14, the Burbank edition.
Beat.
Yeah. Totally trash.
Beat.
A totally trash copy sold for $325.
Wow. Someone found that in the dumpster outside of Burbank.
Probably.
Sure, dude.
Yeah. One of my all-time favorite comics that I hope to own one day is Contact Comics #12, the LB Cole. Amazing planet cover with the rocket ship. I love this so much, man.
Didn't Jonathan buy this book in Baltimore?
I think he bought one that looks like it. It wasn't the LB Cole, but he might have bought it, but I think it was one that looked like it. But it wasn't. It was still an old pre-code book that it had some color touch on it, though.
Oh yeah, I remember that because Z took his box and his black light to look under it to see if there was anything wrong with it.
Yeah, but it was still a great buy. I wonder if he sold it.
Yeah.
He sold a bunch of his stuff recently. He had a
might
big
hit him
sale.
up.
Yeah, I might hit him up. $1,000 for it in low grade. So classic book. And then a Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man. Is this #1? Yeah, #1, 1 in 50. Sold for $2,500. Connected again. What the fuck? Okay, are we back? What did you guys miss? We disconnected, but we are back, hopefully. We'll see here.
We could just reintroduce
My head's bobbing, so yeah.
Yeah. Let me know. Are we back, you guys? We back?
I see we're back.
Okay.
I'm looking on YouTube.
So, basically, if you missed it, the LB Cole Contact Comics sold for $1,000. Classic book. I hope to own one day. Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Pacelli? I think that's the Pacelli, right? 1 in 50. Sold for $2,500 raw.
Price is firm.
Yep.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me for a book like that.
This one is another one that's really surprised me, and it looks way off. It's on Buy It Now. It looks like money laundering, maybe. I don't know. But Superman Man of Steel #35 and a 9.8. They call it the first static in DC continuity. Sold for $1,000. So
yeah, it's like a $2 book, dude.
I know, which was crazy. But I could see maybe somebody being like, "Oh, first static in DC continuity," that type of thing.
Yeah, there's a little.
Yeah. So Yellow Kid is the very first comic book character, I believe. Charles Baker, 1897, and this sold for $295. It's a comic strip. So Yellow Kid is considered the very first comic books, I believe. But yeah, $295, 1897. And most of the things back then were like promo books, and this was sheet music given out by Union something music company, I think. So, and it's got a comic book strip with it. The Wolverine #1 JTC C2E2 in 9.8. This one, you can see the little number on the bottom, and this one specifically is 2,761 out of 3K. Sold for $280, and that is super low for that book. And you know why, and I know why, and we all know why. So moving on. This one's crazy. I don't know if 99 Newsstand sold this, but I'd love to hear what his thoughts are on this if he didn't. A Wizard #1 newsstand in 9.8 sold for $2,450. So I believe that was even higher a few years ago for that book. And then this surprised me. I think the person didn't list this correctly. This is such a rare book. This was all the Spider-Man #1 newsstand was only sold in Walmarts, and it is probably the rarest. It's definitely more rare than the Platinum. I don't know if it's more rare than the Spider's Web signed version. To be honest, the Spider's Web signed version might be like the rarest Spider-Man #1, but I don't think you can call it a variant. So this is a newsstand variant of the gold edition, and in a 9.6 of it sold for $911. And I feel like whoever bought that probably got a great deal. That book is ridiculously rare. And then an Invincible #60 second print raw sold for $308. Pop Kill #4 Adam Hughes variant, the OG Kickstarter in a 9.8 sold for $685. That's down. And then this one's crazy. Here is we talked about it earlier. Crazy Spawn books. There's a couple of them that are on the list. This is Spawn 300 NYCC gold exclusive in a 9.8 sold for $567. There's supposed to be only 500 of these. And then this one's really cool. Stan Lee signed Marvel Tales #91. It's a blue label. Sold for $500. 50 blue label. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, what's blue label error?
So it's signed by Stan Lee.
Okay.
Yeah. And then some cool toy stuff we're going to get into. But before we do that, hold on. Here we go. G.I. Joe stuff. Cool G.I. Joe stuff. This is a Spirit figure from JCPenney. And the figures that were sold from Sears and JCPenney came bagged with a red file card behind it. And I was always a huge fan of Spirit. I thought Spirit was one of the coolest G.I. Joe characters. This one sold for $382 in the bag, unopened. Somebody got a killer deal. This one person was selling a ton of his G.I. Joes, and he had a bunch of lots like this. This lot right here is crazy. It's a Shockwave lot with 3 Night Force versions of Shockwave and 1 regular. Those 3 Night Force versions sometimes sell for $300 a piece in themselves, you know? So he got 3 Night Force Shockwaves, 1 full, all the weapons, the backpack, and the file card, 1 and then 2 with just the guns, and then 1 regular full without the file card. $325 buy it now, it looks like. So, and then I think the 1-2-3 Kid from the 1994 Hasbro WWF figures is the rarest of them. And this is a carded version, mint on card, sold for $860. Hell yeah.
Nice, man. Little X-Pac.
Amen.
One Night in China.
Yep. Next, we have some rare Thundercats stuff. This is a Thundercats Tongosaurus vehicle. It's complete, but the tongue has a minor tear, and it's still sold for $1,256.
Wow.
Yeah. And then a Thundercats Stinger figure, loose but complete with the original wings and the bubble on the card, sold for $865. Crazy.
Yeah.
And this made me crack up. This made me think of Leg walking around and when he was a kid in Skeletor Masters of the Universe slippers. So Look at
That
those,
would be
dude.
amazing, dude.
What are you
200
talking about?
bucks.
Big Leg was never a child 7, 8
Yeah.
slippers.
Yeah.
It was, man. But then my parents made me go to preschool.
Look how crazy those are, dude. 200 bucks. Next, we have a super rare G.I. Joe lot. All three of these are rare sales. You have the European Tiger Force figures, which were Blizzard, Hit and Run, Psych Out, and Outback, and they're crazy different variant colors. Sold for $467, just the figures. No weapons or anything.
Wow.
And then I wish I would have seen this, and I wish I would have had the money to buy it. I wish I would have had, enough like spendable money to spend $700 on a G.I. Joe figure. Zartan, this is the the UK version. Okay, Action Force, totally different box, totally different everything, and it's sealed, all sealed bags on the figures and everything. Sold for $716. Look at the Cobra. How in the UK the Cobra logo was a full snake instead of just the head, right? And then this is even more rare, in my opinion. This is a Action Force rapid fire motorcycle with Quarrel, which is a version of CoverGirl that they only put out in the UK that became a major figure in the comic book. I think when Devil's Due took over, but they only did that figure in the UK, that Quarrel figure. It's a blonde version of CoverGirl, I believe. Next, we have a rare Hiss tank with the missile system that you could only get from Sears. It was the red Hiss, and just the box sold for $510.
Wow.
Yeah. A Jurassic Park Chaos Effect Thrasher T-Rex from 1997 loose sold for $247. And then this, I don't know what's up with these. I guess they call them Littlest Pet Shop, but this is the exclusive Cocker Spaniel, and it's sold for $755. Which is
That's actually a code word for
whatever it is. It's crazy, dude. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on? Let's see here. All right. Shout out to all 94 who are watching right now. If you guys are enjoying the show, hit that thumbs up. We are almost 3 hours. We are 3 hours and 15 minutes in. So I want to say thank you for everybody that's hung around this late. We are almost done with the market report. We got a couple more to go, about 10 more to go. Next, here you go, Leg. We got a G.I. Joe Tiger Force Rattler sealed. My all-time favorite G.I. Joe vehicle is the Rattler. I love the Tiger Force edition too. This sold for $1,000 sealed. And then the vintage 1984 He-Man's Masters of the Universe Toys R Us double-sided pillow, I believe this is.
A pillow?
Sold for $1,000.
Oh, is that like printed on a pillowcase? Is that what the deal?
Yeah. And
no,
isn't that crazy?
It's the first ever body pillow.
And then the Masters of the Universe Battle Cat Bouncy Ride sold for $900. Matt from Cover Price says, I need that bouncy ride today.
For sure.
Yeah. Next, we have something pretty cool. All 4 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles spirit armor figures sold. Somebody had them all. He sold them all. The spirit armor Raphael with Phoenix spirit armor sold for $400 almost, basically. The Leonardo with Dragon spirit armor sold for $350. The Donatello with lion spirit armor sold for $450, and the Michelangelo with beetle spirit armor sold for $300. Next, we have this is crazy, an Alice in Chains flyer from 1991 that has them playing with Mookie Blaylock. And if you guys don't know what Mookie Blaylock is, that was Pearl Jam's name before they figured out they were Pearl Jam. So Mother Love Bone, their lead singer Mother Love Bone, died of a heroin overdose, and that was the lead singer. And when he died, Eddie Vedder stepped in, and Mother Love Bone became Mookie Blaylock. They later changed their name to Pearl Jam, and this is a flyer of them playing with Alice in Chains. This is so crazy rare to me. So for $300.
Wow.
Like I said, let's start printing them.
I know.
I got a printer. I got white paper.
Yeah. Let's jump all the way over to the right first. The Thrasher Skateboard Magazine from 1981 with a Steve Caballero cover.
Oh, that's badass.
Fucking
That's
A,
pretty
dude.
sweet.
It is.
Yeah.
Looks like it's in great condition too. Sold for $200. And now we're going to go back to the middle. This is the Nirvana Nevermind record store advertising mobile, which hung in the record store and spun around. Sold for $368. And check this out. This is so freaking cool. This is it. It's got a little baby with a little penis and a little dollar on a string. And it shows you, it's even got the instructions that shows you how to put it together. And that's what is on the top, and it spins, right? How crazy is this? It's double-sided. The instructions to me is the craziest part.
I like how the penis is drawn on the instructions.
I know. $370 basically. So that's super cool. This is interesting. It's a Hulk #1, but it's the McGinnis 1 in 50. Was it 1 in 50? Yeah, 1 in 50. And it's signed. It's a Signature Series 8.0, but let me show you why it's an 8.0, I think. Look at the back.
Oh, wow. What the hell?
That's a printing defect. And they even note it on the
On the label?
Yeah.
It's still very fine.
Yeah, it says...
It's like it counts or it doesn't, motherfucker. You can't just have a 2-inch
I know,
thing from the
right?
top to the bottom.
Where is it? Right here. It says first appearance. Oh wait, large, heavy ink, not printed, full left back cover is on the grader's notes. So that's what caused it to be an 8.0. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is why it's important to look
rare
at.
book.
Yeah,
Yes.
but this is why it's important to look at the back of your books too.
Yep. Sold for $370.
Oh yeah, I press books for people. I'm like, you definitely didn't flip that over, dude.
Look how good this looks with the JSA label. This is Best Radioactive Man event ever, #1 from 2009. I don't know what this book is from. Do you guys know what this book is from?
No, I don't. I'll tell you the truth.
I've never seen this book. It's signed and sketched by Matt Groening on the cover.
That's cool.
It says 2009, so it's probably just something we weren't paying attention to.
It collects a Simpsons comic stories from issue 155, Simpsons Comics presents Bart Simpson 48, and Simpsons Super Spectacular #9, which must all be Radioactive Man stories. But here's the back. And I don't know if this was given out at like some type of event or something, but I've never seen this.
Oh, that's kind of cool. It has the barcode number like printed out, so you can just manually type it in if it's one of those type of books.
Yep.
I don't know if it is.
Dude, it's sold for $300. It looks so good in that JSA label.
Yeah, I mean, just getting Matt Groening on it and then to have him draw it, that's all that really matters, dude.
Yeah. All right.
And being authenticated helps as well, obviously. But
So the retailer appreciation book from Spawn came out today at New York Comic Con. We talked about it earlier. Here's the one from, I'm not sure what year this was, but this is Spawn number 297, Retailers Are King version, signed by Todd McFarlane. It's got the Retailers is King on the bottom. It's a gorgeous cover. This one sold for $400.
That would have been probably like what, 2017 or something like that.
It's a great 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was off a couple of years.
close. And then this is cool. Look at this, a Bill Sienkiewicz sketch on 11. It's 11 by 17. And look how awesome that sketch is. It's the X-Men, Cyclops, Wolverine, Gambit, and Storm. And it's awesome.
Oh, 11 by 17. That's a decent size too.
And I can't remember how much it sold for because it doesn't say. I don't know why it doesn't say. But this is awesome, man. Let me see if I can get it to. I hit refresh. I don't know why it's not showing how much it sold for.
Sold.
Yeah, that's all it says is sold. But man, that's beautiful.
Copy paste the title and put it in 130.com.
I'm not even gonna worry about it. But it's gorgeous, whatever it is.
Yeah, super cool. Love to have that.
This is sold for $400. Simon Hanselman exercise book, early mini pre-Meg Mog Owl and Werewolf Jones. Have no idea what it is. Sold for $400. It's got one of those old school, like I forget what you call those in school. All the girls used to do those things, you know. Pick a number.
The fortune tellers.
Yeah, pick a color.
It wasn't just the girls, man.
It wasn't just girls. Look at this comic. So it sold for $400. I don't know what it is. It says features character called Micah Maldelorme. Assume this is pretty rare. Mini comic. It's got 28 pages, bound with thread, no staples, 2 fold-out comics attached to the front and back with tape.
Oh, wow.
Made in Australia, where Simon lived at the time. May also have work by Michael Hawkins. I don't know who Simon... Oh, it's Simon Hanselman. Let's see who that is.
Do you see what Matt is writing about the Spawn 297? In chat.
Oh, wow.
The
Holy
unstyled
shit.
version of that Spawn 297 sold for $2,225 in 2021.
Wow.
Some of those are almost all signed by Todd, making those unsigned ones super rare.
Was it sold by Big Clutch?
Did Todd call him afterwards?
Simon Hanselman.
Yeah, and asked him to pull it, and then asked for it to put back.
Some
he's good publicity.
Cartoonist from Australia. So big created characters called Mog and Owl. So that's why it sold for so much. $400. Next, this is a crazy cover. Silver Streak number 22 from 1944 sold for $900. Look at this cover, dude. Torture meter. Mild pain, shooting pain, severe headache, unbearable agony, near death, and death. Looks like a drawing, coloring book. Right? There's the back. Interior. $911. War Fury number 1. 1952. Now, the reason why I brought this comic is because I don't know if you guys know what the Don Heck bullet in the head is, but Don Heck created this drawing. I forget what was the first time he did it. I think it was just the cover and just a head with a bullet in it. And this is the bullet in the head, Don Heck. And artists and himself reused it over and over and over in different ways throughout the 50s. And this is one of them for War Fury number 1. And it sold for $670. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally, I don't know what this is. It's surprising that they put sketch cover. CGC did. It doesn't look like a sketch cover to me, but if it is, this went for super cheap. So for $594, it's a Daredevil #1 from, let's see here, 2014. It's a sketch cover. It says sketch cover 9/8, and it's a yellow label signed by Stan Lee. Is that really a sketch cover?
I mean,
Was it an all black cover?
no, I think it's just black and white, and I don't think so.
Did they mess up?
Instead of there could have been a colored variant, so then they just might have called it sketch. They could even change the way that they listed it for CGC. I don't know.
So maybe it's when they're calling it a sketch cover, like black and white instead of a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not original art.
No.
That's what the cover just looks like.
Weird. I know it's not original art, but it still doesn't look like a sketch cover to me, like a normal sketch cover, right?
Oh, because it's like in a negative
yeah
situation where you instead of
it would be pencil
everywhere you
on
see everywhere you see black, you're expecting to see white kind of situation.
You're seeing black on top of white instead of white on top of black, you know. But anyways, sold for $594.
That week's intern just put sketch cover, and here we are.
Yeah. And that is the market report for October 16th, 2024. You guys got any pickups?
Oh, yeah. So big shout out to Big Leg for hooking it up
That's
with
dope.
this No Effects shirt, because they had their final show, final tour. So it was really cool that he was able to get to go to that last show. I know it was out in LA. They had the early stuff in Austin where they had a beer music festival like earlier this year. I couldn't make it to that, but
they had beer tasting to start all 3 days, like to get you there early, included in the outrageous price you paid to get in. So
yeah, because I was like, is it worth it to fly out to LA right now to go to that last show? So
it was expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I saw how much it was, and I was like, kind of like, but the lineup of the bands that were also playing were like really, really cool. Like you had Pennywise, Subhumans, right?
So also,
it just screamed out nostalgia for me. So
Vandals, and also that shirt was tied to Katie's fanny pack, so that has the blood, sweat, and tears from the entire pit for the whole show. We stood about 10 rows back, dude, just for 2.5 hours going for it. So yeah,
and I've been seeing clips of like everything they've played and stuff like that.
So many clips,
yeah. Like there's like so many great moments too, where you see like all the friends coming out on stage.
Oh yeah,
like because I know Rancid and No Effects, they did a split album where they covered each other's songs, and then I think No Effects played Radio, if I'm not mistaken. And Tim Armstrong,
they played like a slower reggae, that version of Radio, and Tim Armstrong came on stage for it and sang along with them a bit. So that was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, and then what was the last song? Was it The Decline, where it's that 18-minute song?
Yeah, so they did The Decline. They had like 50 musicians plug in.
Yeah, I saw that had all those like mini amps, like basically like I'm guessing everyone that played the festival like on stage playing.
Oh yeah, and Fletcher come up and destroyed, and it was Mike Herrera from MXPX's bass that he destroyed. We found out later.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so many great moments. Cool way to end the show, or end their careers of playing live shows since like
over 40 years, man. It was great.
Yeah,
it was good. I mean, it was good to be there for them.
Yeah, I remember discovering them like in the 2000s, as a snotty little kid or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
I'm a little older than you, so that's how.
Yeah. I mean, so I was like probably like in middle school or something like that. Middle school, going into high school.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
So it was
So,
a great
but yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, I'll always remember the sets I've got to catch with them. Like, I saw them play the full album of Punk and Drublick,
Oh shit!
and
Yeah,
yeah,
best album.
and then
Or White
yeah,
Trash Leaves in a Bean, but yeah.
yeah. So that was one of my all-time favorite albums, and then they closed out with a Decline. Like they're
Nice.
like, because it was at Riot Fest one year, and they're like, we're gonna play as many songs as we can within this time frame, but while playing the full album, and we're gonna end with something special for you. So yeah, and it was the Decline.
That's dope. You got anything, Leg?
Yeah, man. So quick shout out, like we were kind of saying, like certain things that were personalized stuff. So I got some stuff in the mail from Josue.
Nice.
Not really, but I was gonna press a book. But he sent me a Raiders belt buckle. A little note saying he meant to send it, but I'm gonna press some stuff for him, so he didn't have time. And it's kind of cool. So it's a Lee, 1978, the year I was born. So,
Whoa!
That's even cooler.
Yeah, not that he knew that. So I haven't even said thank you yet. So shout out to him. And then I actually bought something and I was waiting to get in. So like a couple years ago, Garbage Bell Kids did an Origins book. So number one Origins was Atom Bomb, Boston Billy, whatever you want to say. So whatever. These are nothing. These are just these are regular covers. You can get these. You see the MTS stickers. I bought them. They're like they're not expensive. There's a lot of variants. These are the regular cover variants. Kind of cool. So it actually makes up origin stories. So what's cool? So in the book, there's this origin story. So it's Atom Bomb doing this thing, and what kind of makes that cool. So here's the last. It's a Hulk one homage. Is the rest of the regular covers. There's variants. There's virgins. There's black and whites for all these. So in there, it's almost like Captain America story a little bit.
Hold on here,
So
Leg, one
that-
sec. Hey, Yi, take over control. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Go ahead, Leg.
you're good.
So we've got we've got Atom Bomb. They show in there how it's gonna go and all that, and they show in. So the next page, you literally finally have the origin where he becomes Atom Bomb. So we've got Atom Bomb come in there like that. So I was looking around, and
That looked amazing.
I got the OA.
Oh my gosh, bro. Are you kidding me?
So I was like, screw this. I found this available, and it's not like I can get an original Garbage Pail Kid or something like that. So when I found them do the origins and I found this online, I'm like, that's badass. So I looked, before I got the books, I can't lie, I looked these up online so I could see the inside. And
I'm so
when I saw
jealous.
this, I was like, yeah, that'll do it.
Shout out to Alex. Perfect timing with that $5 super chat. Great show, fellas.
So as I get in with that, I got it, man. So I'm really happy,
Congrats.
to get that, to get this in 11x17. This guy does some really good stuff, man. COA just stuck in there.
You got to get the mats, like try and play off like the mats being part, like if you can get little lines of the color of the original Atom Bomb, the colors in the matting. That'd be dope.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like when you get it framed.
Yeah, definitely gonna get it. Yeah, get it framed, get it all together. So yeah, you're gonna do one thing with the GPK. Got a good deal with this. Nice guy. Seems like also I'm gonna hit up on Instagram. He has some other things for sale. He gave me a card, which is the cover for Garbage Pail Kids Through Time. So this is just a comic, and you can see actually by my pinky there. He signed it, and it says Chris Meeks and it says Sandy Meeks. I'm gonna say, wife, sister, someone obviously related to him that Sandy actually, brother.
That's such
I don't
a
know.
great cover.
Could
Holy
be,
cow.
yeah. So this is really cool. So to be honest, he's got this for sale, and I might try to look into that now that I got something from him. Sent me is it in there? Just happened to, for whatever reason, man. Just so threw those in. All I bought was that. Threw in little sketch things
That's cool.
that he literally
that's
had just drawing on a piece of paper.
That's cool.
So thought that was very cool. But yeah, don't do tons of OA. But I was like, I think this one's gonna be
Chris who?
and this is right up my alley. Chris Meeks. Not tons. Yeah, it looks. I think it's Chris Meeks illustration. I want to see I had it open. Do I anymore? No, I don't. Chris Meeks illustration. I want to say, but it's Chris Meeks. Look up his art.
It.
And then you'll see a bunch of Garbage Pail Kid stuff, and you'll be that's him.
Here you go.
Happy to find this. So yeah, man, love what he does. Look at this.
Oh, look how great that is. On a postal thing.
So there's a link to what's on his eBay and such. And I'll tell you what, there's more stuff that I want to buy, especially like look at that. You know,
dude,
the Garbage Pail Kid Origins. That's from part of the series. And yeah, I was able to make a deal with them for this, and I'm very happy to have this. So if there's anything that's up my alley, somehow they made an origin comic on Atom Bomb. So this is the first appearance of Atom Bomb in a freaking comic book.
Bro, I'm so jealous, dude.
Not the first appearance. First appearance of Atom Bomb, like as an origin in a comic book. Honestly, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I really think this it looks awesome. It literally looks better here. Love watching the pencil and the art in that. So
I'm so
and then
jealous.
The thing is, I am jumping. It does have as Meekson's he signed it as Meekson's Zapata. There's pencils and coloring. So, but I'm pretty sure it's Meeks that did this. I'm gonna hit him up, and it was definitely his eBay because Meeks is in the name. Should be able to find it, but not that you need to look it up right now. But yeah, so that's it. Anyway, but I was waiting for this one. I was hoping for it last week, but here we go.
I'm jealous, bro. That's
We're
awesome.
For Adam Bomb.
Well, that's synchronicity, man. That you showed that tonight, and because I do have pickups as well, and this is kind of funny, dude. So shout out to my boy Nimesh Patel, who sent me an act of kindness that is so great, it's unreal. So he knows I love the Spirit, so he sent me this badass Spirit magazine, Will Eisner magazine. All right, Spirit number 2. Yep. I talked about this cover when it came out, and I absolutely love it. And if you guys don't know, I don't buy new books. I haven't bought new books probably in 2 years. I read new books. I'll get them online, but unfortunately I just don't have what do they call that? Expendable money, or to buy new comic books every week anymore. So I haven't bought new books in 2 years. So shout out to Nimesh who sent me this. This is the beautiful foil version. Just gorgeous, cool. Right?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you see the foil on the saber.
So good, dude. So he sent me that, and then he sent me, speaking of Garbage Pail Kids, look at this, bro.
Oh, nice.
Metal. It's a metal.
Oh,
metal.
There's a metal Atom Bomb for that Origins that I want.
Dude.
I think someone I know has one too. I might try to say like hi.
Yeah. This is the Garbage Pail Kids Mad Balls crossover. So I dude, metal, and it pops so hard, dude. It's badass. Disposable income. Thank you, Comic Book Countdown. And then finally, this is funny. I don't have to go search for my Zaf Tales of the Bazaar anymore. Nimesh sent me a Tales of Bazaar #1. That's awesome. Thank you, Nimesh. So I have my AI comic book cover that I'm glad I own it still. I want to get him to sign it with a QR code. So hopefully one day we find out who Zaf is, and I could get him to throw a QR code on there. So that's awesome. But before we leave, I did get one big pickup, and I talked about it early in the show. And that is going to coincide. I have 3 sales this week on Whatnot. One tomorrow, one Saturday, and one Sunday. They're all up on Whatnot. You can find links in my bio. They're all up in my bio too. Go bookmark them. They're going to be crazy because I've got the comic packs. And if you guys don't know what they did this time with this comic packs, they come in boxes. So it's kind of cool. It's like a card box. So we'll do probably 2 on Thursday and then split up the rest for Saturday and Sunday. But if you guys haven't seen these, check these out. These are actually pretty dope. Let me go ahead and mute this, but you can see what they are. And this is gorgeous, specifically for me because they chose the Sanford Green Doom book to do, the Hickman and Green Doom book. And these are foil covers that you can only find in these variants that you can only find in these packs. Look how beautiful these look. Look at the Doom, and they're spot foiled, and they're special super limited gold and red and silver. They did like red numbered to 5 or some crazy number like that. So every box.
No, for red, there's only 24 in existence.
There we go. So there's a red one right there. Look how beautiful these look, prismatic, like refractors and cards. Look at that. Yeah. So these are, and there's the red, but there's 5 covers. So let me show you guys this. There's 5 covers, and it says that you can get, let's see here, Chichetto, Sanford Green, and more. 25 stunning foil variants. So there's 25 covers, I guess. I don't even know what's all in these. It's hard to find much information on them, but they look. There we go. Let's get a quick pause on this. Let's see what we can find. Deadpool vs. Wolverine, Doom, and that's really all you see. So they're kind of keeping it close to the hip on what covers are in there. Ultimate Spider-Man 1, Blood Hunt, Doom, Deadpool vs. Wolverine, Deadpool. But that gold Doom looks fucking gorgeous. Look at that. So there's only 300 of the foils for each book. There's only 175 of the Prism variants. And there's only 24 of the red foils. So, but yeah.
I'm gonna be so mad if I don't get my packs.
Well, hopefully you get them, dude. I'm
yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna turn into Red Hood.
I know, right? I know. So, if here's the shows, you guys can go. If you want, I'll put it in the live chat. You guys can go bookmark them. And then if you guys have never used Whatnot, there's a $15 off your first purchase, and that can be through me or anybody, but the link is below in the video description. There's also a link in my bio for that $15 off purchase. But yeah, tomorrow is the first sale at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So come to hang out for that. Also, I have been onboarded onto eBay Live, so I'm going to start selling on eBay Live. I know Leg is going to start selling on eBay Live also, so make sure you guys come to eBay Live and check those out. Also, go check out Leg's webpage, bigleg.com, which you can find his link tree in the bio. 2 G's on Big and Leg, and go buy your Joe Benitez #1. G.I. Joe #1 Joe Benitez variant with a beautiful chameleon cover. I love the trade, but the Virgin is just freaking fire.
Yeah, it pops, and hopefully, get Benitez to sign some. I hope when it comes out, hoping to have that, be able to offer some of those maybe later.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. Definitely, I didn't want to go CGC options right away. But in all honesty, like, we paid more for cardstock.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're gonna have to like worry about press or anything like this. You're just gonna be able to sell them. So if you want them, you want something quick to grade, and then any of the first sales, it's gonna be the better side of the print run. And with Big Clutch running point on this, that guy doesn't take he He doesn't take no for an answer. He'll have anything redone that isn't worked out. So
Yeah.
you're looking at really high grade coming out the box, something easy to grade, or hit me up. I can do that. So
Yeah. Comic Book Money says, what are the comic book packs going for? I'm going to start them at $1 a piece. So what I'll do is I'll open a box, and there's 3 packs, and we'll start the packs at $1. And then if the person wants me to keep them unopened, I'll send the pack to them unopened. If they want me to open it right there, I'll open it, and I'll bag and board each book. And then I'll set up a way to like random out of those 3 winners who won the 3 packs. I'll randomize, do like a spinning wheel to get the actual box they come in. So
Nice.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. 3 sales Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And not only are we going to have the comic packs, we're going to have raw and graded keys and trade paperbacks also available, and signed. I think there's going to be signed books. So tons of stuff. A lot of great books to be sold. So go ahead, E.
My band is playing tomorrow night in Houston, or Thursday night. So if you're in the Houston area, come out to the White Swan. It's on the east side of downtown.
That's dope.
nice.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stoked to play. We practiced earlier this week. So we did practice. So, it'll sound somewhat decent.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so yeah, that's basically the show. And I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I don't know what's going to happen on the House of Stein Friday. We might have a show, we might not. Stein is on vacation this week, so maybe we'll do something interesting, something weird. Maybe we'll go over what the sales on all the exclusives at NYCC. Who knows? But we'll try and put together something most likely. And then on Saturday night, come hang out for the Mayhem, Monocomic Mayhem, where I open it up to anybody that wants to join us. I'll put the link in the live chat, and you guys can come hang out with us and shoot the shit with us. And of course, we'll have comic book drama alert segment where heavy on this guy this week. Who is this guy? This is the guy that has ripped off quite a few artists and other influencers and other community members, and there are a ton of people mad at him, and we're going to do a deep dive on him. Shout out to Justin, aka Nemesis Prime, and all the people that put out great information on this guy. This guy sounds like he is, I'm not saying is, it sounds like he is a major chump when it comes to ripping people off. So
Soza Micah, we got your back.
Amen, Soza. Amen, Micah. Amen, Micah. So that being said, much love to you guys. Great long show. 3 hours, 51 minutes. These are supposed to be short. Adios.